Yo, what is up? Bring the Thunder podcast. We are live for game 2 of the Western Conference playoffs, where we just saw Shai lift the MVP trophy pregame. I thought that was amazing. And the crowd right now is absolutely up in their seats in general and just going pretty wild. I mean, the city's looking amazing. It's all decorated with Thunder gear all over the place. I mean, I love how engulfed Thunder culture is within Oklahoma. So just seeing that just makes me happy, and how the city has grown. The city looks beautiful in all these shots that they have of the drone footage before the game starts. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It's amazing. And I cannot wait for game 2. I mean, this could be Anthony Edwards' chance for revenge after what happened last game where he only dropped 18 points, or we could see another Shai masterclass, 31 points, just getting off the MVP. Expecting another big game by the core three. I felt like we haven't had a game where I was that impressed by each and every single one of our guys kind of playing cohesively. And in game 1, we honestly did that. We played amazing. So I'm happy about kind of how game 1 obviously went. Randall did pretty well in the first half, and then didn't really score in the third and was decent in the fourth. I don't know how many points he had. But the big thing for the T-Wolves is paint pressure. They need to drive to the basket a little bit more. They shot a little too many threes, didn't get enough calls on their end. I feel like they can definitely have us foul a little bit more. We put them in foul pressure, and in terms of just having a lot of fouls on their end. So I feel like that was a big difference. It's just going to be me tonight with you guys watching along, reacting, whatever. I'm super excited about it. I'm pumped up. Kevin Garnett got the MVP back in 2003. Oh my goodness. Long time ago since a Wolves player got an MVP. Welcome in, welcome in. Man, this is going to be fun. We got a couple more minutes until the game starts. Other things that I'm thinking about is, how many games. I feel like if they lose this game, this is the game where we'll definitely see Rudy Gobert probably take a seat and not play too many minutes. I don't see a good reason for him to be too involved in the game. He can't really space the floor from them, and he can't keep up with Shai. He can't keep up with J-Dub. He really can't keep up with Chet either. So having him on Hartenstein isn't benefiting them at all. He's not really stopping him from getting his floaters off. So I don't know. I feel like it's just a matter of time until like we see Naz Reid start for them or something like that. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. So I think I'm just going to enjoy this game, not focus too much on the free throw conversation or the free throw debate. We're definitely not going to be worried about that whatsoever. Just locking in, focusing on the game, nothing more. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the play-by-play and the box score, whatever, so I can have that on my end in case I want to reference anything. But man, this is going to be exciting. Anthony Edwards has a lot of pressure on him, I feel like, in this game, just in general, because they go down 2-0, man. They're going to have big problems. I mean, on the season, he's averaging 25, 8, and 5, and Shai's, in the playoffs, 29, 6 and 6, pretty much. It's a pretty decently even battle when it comes down to like points, rebounds, assists. They're pretty close. So it really comes down to how the bench guys play, and the bench did not show up for the T-Wolves in the previous game. That just kind of how it went, man. I mean, they only scored 88 points. We had 114 points. So they couldn't stop us on one end. They couldn't score on the other end. And I feel like that's kind of the tale of this series if I had to predict it. The last time we played them in the regular season, though, they won in overtime, 131, 128. Anthony Edwards had that huge block on Shai. I felt like that was a solid game by them. They kept it pretty close. The previous one to that, we won 130 to 123. So That was in February. We had February back-to-back games. Goodness. And then actually 3 back-to-back games in February, man. My goodness. T-Wolves actually won 2 games this season. So they were one of the, I believe, like 7 teams that won 2 games against us. We got Lou Dort, J-Dub, Shea, Chet, Hartenstein starting in the starting lineup. This is what we played all playoffs. And I am pumped up, man. It does not get any better than this. Let me go ahead and pull up the box score for us. So that way we can have that while we're for the play-by-play, actually. I'll have the play-by-play up. Let me go ahead and get that up for us here. Share screen. And we want to share this one. So let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes. I'll keep this muted for now. Nice little opportunity by Randall on a 3. He misses, shades up the court. 11 minutes, 30 to go. Let's see what Shai got cooking for us, man. He's in the paint already. The Thunder fans don't sit until we make a bucket. So I feel like that adds a little bit of pressure to start the game. I remember when I went to Oklahoma and I was watching and I was like, dang, we've been standing for a while. They're like, yeah, we can't sit until the Thunder scores their first bucket. I mean, I feel like it's a tradition for them. Anthony Edwards is putting a lot of rim pressure right now. He just scored on Hartenstein. Nice little layup. Rudy Gobert gets that assist. We'll be a little bit behind. But that's okay. No worries. No worries at all. We're a little bit behind the typical game speed, but we just scored our first bucket on that Chet Holmgren layup. Hartenstein with the pass. Goodness, man. Randall falls and slips. We get a nice little jump ball opportunity for us. Nice turnover early in the game. Man, I love these Chet backdoor cuts. Oh my goodness. He's been so much more aggressive. I'm loving that so much more, man. So happy. So happy about that. That's what I was looking for like last season, and he was really just used as like a ghost screen late clock shooter or early clock shooter in the corner generally. He wasn't really taking guys one-on-one. His offensive game has expanded a bunch, so I'm excited about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Holy cow. He has so much blood coming out of him. Whoa. That's Scott Foster, who just came back from what happened there? Oh my goodness. Scott Foster just got absolutely destroyed by Lou Dort right there, trying to go for the ball. Hey man, that's gonna turn into a meme on Twitter so fast about Lou Dort, because I feel like Lou Dort has like a rep amongst fans outside of Oklahoma talking about him, kind of being like a, not the best ethical player, dirty player. He gets that label. So, oh my goodness. Hopefully he did not, mess up his nose too much. They can't really start the game until he's back. So it's a nice little extended delay, early rest, I guess. Tony Brothers is out there. Scott Foster. I forgot the other name, but it's like a star-studded group of individuals when it comes to reffing tonight. So that's pretty interesting that they kind of have like pretty well-known referees. Obviously the commissioners in this as well. So commissioners in the stadium. So I feel like there's a lot of storylines going on right now. A lot of storylines. Here, let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll do that. So that way Maybe that won't work. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up my other stream real quick, because that one is going a little late for me, man. We saw the Isaiah Hartenstein gets a nice little floater. That's a W right there. 4-2 early. Another board by Hartenstein. Come on, man. J-Dub, big game J-Dub last game. Great defense, 5 steals. Nice pull-up mid-range right there by J-Dub. Thought that was amazing. Come on, man. We gotta get these guys playing cohesively. I feel like we're finally picking up some rhythm. Maybe a little bit of rust in the last series, having rested so much. We don't have nearly as much rest going into this. I think only 1 or 2 days. Nice. They get a easy bucket with Jaden McDaniels in the corner shooter. I believe Hartenstein had a chance. There we go. Oh, he tried to throw a lob. Are they going to catch a foul on that? Yeah, Julius Randle gets caught with a foul. Man, the foul and the free throw conversation is definitely interesting, to say the least. I feel like there's a lot of debate around it. So let's see what kind of chance or opportunity Shai creates out of this one. Lou Dort pulls up and he misses. Nice little rebound by Rudy Gobert. Man, this game's going. I feel like NBA games go so quick. 9 minutes to go already. Like the quarter always feels so short. I feel like that's always the case with every sport, I guess, that you enjoy watching. You're gonna feel that way. Shai nearly slipped. He's being guarded by a bigger Randall. I wonder if that'll impact Shai in this. Nice little step back by J-Dub. Oh my goodness, we're starting out nice. There we go. J-Dub fadeaway. Let's go, man. What Anthony Edwards, nice pull-up jumper against Lou Dort on the screen. Okay, both teams are playing pretty aggressive. J-Dub's playing really well right now. He's trying to get some space. What's Shai got for us? Shea Butter, man. Oh my gosh. Easy. It feels like a layup when he shoots a mid-range. Come on, man. Goodness. Shai jump shot. Midi makes it every time. They're playing a lot more aggressive to the paint. They know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to get calls at this point. There we go. Great defense. Randall's asking for calls. Great defense on their side as well. Great pass by Chet to Lou Dort. Let's go. Come on, Lou Dort. Man, that's awesome. 12-7 early on. We'll take it, man. We'll take any bucket getting we can get. Oh my goodness. Mike Conley with a pull-up. That's something, man. Mike Conley pulls up right there. We're a little delayed. Let me keep it up here, actually, if it'll allow me. Yeah. Mike Conley with a nice pull-up three. Shai gets his first foul. Not the best case scenario for us. We do not need him picking up any early fouls. I mean, it's kind of midway through, 7 minutes in to the first quarter, so it's not horrible. Man, what am I thinking about this start for us? Goodness. Early, nice little start. Mike Conley got 3. I mean, they're playing. It's clear that they want to be going to the paint. That's their game plan. Force the referees into making tough decisions. That's what I feel like is happening right now. Is they want to, put the paint pressure on us, and we're just gonna have to absorb that for the early part of the game. I feel like the more they think they can go into the paint, the worse it is for them because we can easily stop them in terms of having Chet back there, Hartenstein back there. That's kind of the big reason to play the double big so they don't go into the paint as much. So I feel like that's no worries. 12-10 already. 2-point lead, first time out. We'll take it, man. It's not as slow of a start. They haven't really called that many calls, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen free throws as of yet, which is obviously the biggest conversation coming out. So come on, man. I hate how long timeouts are for the NBA. They just take so long. We don't have Joe or anyone else pulling up today. Just myself. I'd love to hear anything in the comments, whatever you guys think about the game, how you guys think we started. The Shai MVP presentation before the game, I feel like that was amazing. This game has a different feel to it. This game too, it feels like there's decent pressure. I wouldn't say anything crazy. It's not like a closeout game or anything like that, but still an exciting game. It feels like very exciting. The stadium is packed. The fans obviously wanted to see Shai lift up the trophy. Come on, man. What does OKC have out of this timeout? Mark's coaching them up right now. I have actually not the ESPN or TNT view or whatever. I usually have the local broadcast so I can watch different angles of the stadium, different angles of the plays. It's more helpful to me as far as like commentary compared to like, I feel like the national media broadcast like angle is just set to one angle. And so you can't really tell, I guess, exactly what's going on with the game versus if you can see the game a little differently, then yeah, you can have a bit better angle, I feel like. Ooh, they're making subs. So we're subbing out Chet Holmgren midway through the first for Cason Wallace. Man, they have so much AI technology with all this new stuff coming out. I feel like that's super dope. Jaden McDaniels makes a 3-pointer out of the timeout. So I'm guessing let's see what play they ran for that. Teams that lead 2-0 have won 33 out of 34 series in the Western Conference Finals since 1971. There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. Oh, this is practically a must-win scenario if that's the case. Only one team has ever came back from a 1-1 series tie or a 2-0 series. Wow. I did not know that. Wow. Well, they wouldn't win the series, yeah, but still, Lou Dort with a great three right there, 15-3, 2-point lead for the Thunder. Yeah, amazing attack by Randle right there. Nice little turnover for us. We'll take it. Julius Randle already got 2 turnovers, and we're not even really forcing him into the turnovers. I feel like the first one he slipped on that one. He's just trying to barrel into the lane, and I feel like that was what was going to happen in this, that they're going to overcommit to going to the basket because last game they shot so many threes and now they're going to the basket like every single play. So it's like you're supposed to kind of do things in the flow. And I don't think whatever your game plan was, like if your game plan is to shoot a lot of shots, then shoot a lot of shots. But if your game plan is to play balanced, then play balanced. Like the Celtics, they went out playing their game plan. They just didn't hit their shots. Same thing as the T-Wolves yesterday. They didn't hit their shots. So this game, they're trying to be a lot more intentional. Like Anthony Edwards is going into the lane, kicking out pretty much every play. And we want that. We want him going into the lane, kicking out. Like we'll take that. We'll let the shooter shoot. They shot last game. What we don't want is the rim pressure where we can get into foul trouble. J-Dub's in the paint right now. Nice little midi, man. J-Dub is on a burner right now, man. Goodness. J-Dub, man. Carrying us. Let's go, man. Chet's looking like he's going to come back in, probably give Hartenstein a quick rest. Great pushing the pace. Get it to Shai. Come on, man. What you got for me, Shai? Oh, my goodness. J-Dub, great kick out to Kaysen. Kaysen kicks out to Shai. There we go. Shai, easy bucket. Nice little easy float, layup, bank shot, whatever you want to call it. My goodness. We're playing Thunder basketball right here. Rudy Gobert misses point blank from the basket. Nothing new right there. Nothing new. Shai going down. What's he going to hit right here? Shai backing down Dante DiVincenzo. Fadeaway bank shot. Man. You know who that reminds me of? The fadeaway bank shot by Shai right there? Dwayne Wade used to hit a lot of those back in the day. Well, back in my day, I'm not that old or young or whatever, but yeah, Dwayne Wade is the guy that Shai always reminds me of from he can play defense, he can play offense, kind of do it all, kind of guard and elite, getting to the rim. That's pretty much who Shai is, if we're honest. Hopefully he can get this championship because D Wade won one himself. So great layup right there by Dante. I feel like playing Dante more is going to help them out. He's a really good player. He just didn't have a good game. Chet's on the outside. Let's see what he got. Pick and roll with Isaiah Joe. Chet taking Rudy Gobert to the paint. Oh, man. He missed a easy mid-range. Wow. 30-foot pull-up by Anthony Edwards. I don't know why you would do that. That's just not a smart shot. Your shot clock just started. Shai's in the lane. Oh, yeah, we'll take that foul all day, baby. All day. Wow. Wow. 21-15, 3 minutes to go. Shai shooting free throws. They said they're going to try to limit him on the free throws, but it's pretty much impossible because you can't guard him. I don't think there's an NBA player. The NBA players that you need to guard him are on our team. We have Lou Dort on our team that's supposed to be, a person that can, stop Shai. I feel like some of the teams are going to try to pick up defenders the same way we did, where, you have your superstar and then you put a bunch of defenders around him, like Luka Doncic. Even Anthony Edwards has a lot of defenders around him. That's why they're in the Western Conference Finals. You got to stack your team with enough defense and offense balanced approach. And we're lucky enough that like Lou Dort and Caruso are pretty solid 3-point shooters for the most part. So it helps us a lot. And then obviously we have a second-year player in Kaysen Wallace, who's fantastic. Wow, they're crushing us on the boards right now. Oh my goodness. We got that rebound though. What you got for me, Shai? Ooh. They're not going to call a challenge, I hope, on that. There's no reason to challenge on that. Shai feels like he got fouled, but he got ripped by Rudy Gobert, I believe. Nice little shove by Rudy. Oh, yeah, let's go, Kaysen. Oh, he almost had a steal against Julius Randle right there. So close. So close. Can you join the what up, Ralph? Yeah, bro. Do you still have the link? Go ahead and use the link that you use normally and you can pop up here, bro. Love to have someone join me. Please join. It'd be amazing. If anyone else wants to join, just DM the Thunder. Bring the Thunder on. Oh, nice. Nice little Chet Holmgren going to the free throw line. We'll take him, man. Personal foul. Look at that. Shai Butter. I feel like Yeah, Minnesota just called a timeout on that. Yeah, use the link that you must have. I don't even have my phone right now, so give me a second. Let me get my phone. All right, we're here. We're here. Let me get Ralph up on the podcast real quick. If you message or DM on Instagram, Bring the Thunder podcast, you can come up here and oh no, you can't have sound playing. You can come up here and join in. Oh, you want to join in at halftime? That's fine, bro. You're welcome to do what you like. Wow. Goodness. Double big. All right. We're waiting on this nice little timeout break. Oh man. CP3 was at the game today. You know, he's standing next to his wife for, sitting nearby, and amazing, man. I can't believe we have CP3 here. I wish whenever Russell Westbrook retires, it's going to be amazing. Either maybe next season or the season after that, he'll be able to attend Thunder games, and you don't even understand how excited I am about that. I want that guy, cheering for us. I feel like that would uplift the city. We're not that old of an organization where we have enough legends. Like KD's not retired yet. Russell Westbrook, Paul George hasn't retired yet. So we're kind of waiting on those guys. And once they do, it'll be amazing to have them sitting courtside. I don't think Paul George is retiring anytime soon or anything like that. But man, Mark is doing an amazing job to start this series in terms of his coaching. I was pretty hard on him last series, but I feel like it was just a tough challenge because you're going against Jokic. It's hard to, coach against a Jokic versus coaching against Anthony Edwards. Kind of I'm not going to say it's easy, or it's just a lot less difficult. You kind of know what you're getting with Anthony Edwards. He's going to try to put up a lot of 3-pointers, attack the basket, do a lot of kickouts. It's similar to guarding Luka, who we're used to guarding. I feel like the personnel that the Wolves have is worse than the Mavericks team that we lost to last year, because the Mavericks, they had a lot of shooters, man. They had a lot of shooting talent around Luka Doncic, along with defensive talent. PJ was solid on defense. They had 2 bigs. We didn't really have a big at the time, or a double big situation. So it was tough. It was tough to lose the way we did. And this time around, we have the double bigs. We're the ones with the shooters around our superstar. So I feel like that's the difference. Wow, they're showing wow, they can see using like AI graphics on ESPN and see like if players got fouled and stuff like that. I feel like that's crazy to me. Imagine watching it. Would you guys watch an NBA game with a VR headset on? Because you're able to sit courtside if you have a VR headset. If you don't know this already, you can literally buy like a $200, maybe $400, whatever VR headset, and you can sit courtside and watch a game. I feel like they have that set up. So I feel like that's crazy as well that they have that. And then on top of that, now they're like showing, instead of replays of like the actual players, we're getting like animated replays now. We're out of the timeout, by the way. Anthony Edwards is near the baseline, backing down. Wow. He got within 5 feet. I feel like that's the game plan against Casey Wallace. He's just a little bit smaller than Ant-Man. Nice little kick out by Shai to Isaiah Joe for 3. Can we get that rebound? There we go, Casey. Second chance opportunity right there. Let's see what we get out of this second chance opportunity. Isaiah Joe. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Amazing pass to Chet on that roll. Nice little pick and roll with Chet and Joe. Randall in the corner. He's going to take it into the lane. Kicks it out to Nikhil. Nikhil hits that, man. Nikhil in the corner. Nice little three-pointer. First assist for Randall. Randall, if he's going to attack like this, that's going to change the way the game is played. Ooh, that's got to be a foul. My goodness. Chet just absolutely got destroyed going to the basket, bro. Oh, my goodness. 27-23. We're about to get another set of free throws for Chet. He just came off the free throw line like a couple plays ago. You can see it on the screen. So it's awesome that he gets another set of free throws. And I love the fact that Chet's being aggressive because that means Shai doesn't have to do all the work at the free throw line. Like he's not the only one that can get there. Like J-Dub can get there. Chet can get there. There are co-stars, right? Like they should get there. And so when Chet attacks the basket, and that's the big change in his game this year offensively, if he attacks the basket like this, he's an all-star. We saw that. We saw that in the early part of the season. Like he was an all-star caliber player on both ends. His averages were ridiculous, and he's kind of picking up, his play as the playoffs go on as well. I feel like the whole team is just learning every series. Like we swept the Grizzlies, we learned from there, and we closed out some big games in that one. Like the last two games were still not easy to just close out in the way we did. And then last series, I feel like that's the one that really defines us. We close out fourth quarters in games 4, 5, and 7. Obviously, we lose in game 6, but three games in a row winning like that. I did not expect that from this young of a Thunder roster. Obviously, I wanted that to happen, but to have that expectation against a former championship level team is tough. Chet in the middle kicks it out to Kaysen. Kaysen misses. Oh man, Chet almost had the board. No worries. Kaysen had a free open look. 29-23. Less than a minute to go. Western Conference Finals. We're 1-0 right now. Let's see if we can make it 2. Let's see if we. Oh my goodness. Kenny Hustle, man. Great energy right there. Kenny Hustle with great energy against Randall. Randall kicks it out. Wow. What a finish by Ant-Man. The way he elevates is so ridiculous. Kaysen with another free shot, and he misses. Great contest, by the way, by Dante DiVincenzo. He went, oh my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Let's see what Shai got for us on the block. Nope. Wow, that was great defensive possession. That was a lot of hustle by the Thunder. That whole defensive possession, we ran players off the three-point line over and over again, like 3 times in a row in that one. Shai has the ball, 5.9 seconds, kicks it out to Kenny Hustle. Kenny Hustle with a 3, misses. We're going into the second quarter. We're up by 4. That's exactly the first quarter we want. Barely shot free throws. I mean, we had a couple. They're not. The problem with the Timberwolves is they can't produce rim pressure like the we can. Yeah, we're missing some threes left and right. That's no worries. We're still getting to the rack. That's the problem for them. They can't stop us from going to the basket because they don't have the defense on the perimeter to do so. But we have the perimeter defense to stop them from getting into the paint. That's the issue for them. And I thought like this game, I mean, it's still, long game to go. Like we still got to finish it. But that's the thing I noticed last game. I was like, man, they can't get to the rim, so they're forcing up threes. It wasn't that they wanted to take that many threes. We're making them. They can't get into the lane, man. And the fact that we can force that level of pressure on a team to where they don't feel like they can get good looks or get fouled because we're playing clean basketball, right? Huge runs. We should call them thunderstorms. I feel like every time we do go on a run, they have the lightning start up and the chance, and I love that. So I think they definitely do that going into the fourth quarter, like every time. But we do have like that lightning like stuff at the top of the stadium that they'll use. So I feel like that could be used for that. But yeah, man, we're on a nice we're storming away right here. we're up, and that's kind of what matters. I'm going to look at the box score with you guys going into the next quarter. Let's go ahead and look at this. First quarter down. Jaden McDaniels, 6 points. Julius has 0 points. Wow. 2 turnovers, 0 points. Whew. Not a good look, Julius. I was expecting Julius to play like this the first game, but Rudy Gobert cannot play in this series. I promise you. If they lose this series or if they lose this game, next game you have to bench Rudy. You have to start Nas. Nas has 4 points already in only 4 minutes. That's crazy to me. Rudy has 9 minutes, 0 points. Obviously, he has 5 rebounds. But you're telling me Nas can't grab boards for you and score? Nikhil has played some crucial minutes. Like only in 3 minutes, he scored 4 points. Dante DiVincenzo hit a big 3 and a 2. Nice little layup that he had. Mike Conley hit a 3 as well, so pretty solid. Anthony Edwards, 4 for 10. He said he's going to shoot more, but he never said he's going to shoot more efficiently, and he's not going to be able to. There's no chance Anthony Edwards shoots efficiently against us. Like, he can shot chuck all he wants. He's 4 for 10 right now. He's probably going to end up shooting close to 40%. Like, if he puts up 40 shots, that's perfectly fine with us. There's just the shot chart diet that he would have to have in terms of he would have to shoot like 60 times to really get the amount of points that he's looking for, and we'll live with that. Turnovers and Anthony Edwards shooting the ball a lot, like, kind of goes into our game plan a lot more. We'd rather not him assist it. Like, he has 3 assists right now. If he can end the game with 10 assists, pretty much acting like a Luka Doncic, driving and kicking, I just don't expect him to keep passing it out. That's going to be kind of the expectation. If he doesn't pass out, then nothing good's going to come out of it. But the second quarter's already started. Man, I'm excited. We'll pull up the play-by-play real quick, but we didn't even look at our players. We're doing fine. We don't need to look at them. They're all doing good right now. Let's go ahead and go back to the there we go. I missed that bucket. I believe that was J-Dub fadeaway shot. He has 8 points already. Kaysen with 2 assists. Solid start to the second quarter. Ooh, almost had a steal by Caruso. Caruso kickball by that was a kickball by Kaysen Wallace. Caruso's always ready to go, man. Man, so much energy off the bench. Kenrich Williams, Kenny Hustle, obviously. And then on top of it, we have Caruso that just brings so much energy, man. And Wiggins is in the game right now. Come on. This lineup. I love this lineup. Like, when Shai's not on the court, J-Dub, Caruso, Kaysen, Wiggins, and Chet. Yeah. Amazing defense by J-Dub, but Naz Reid scores on that. That's, hey, man, fair bucket. I'm glad they're putting Nas in the paint a little bit more. Let's see what Wiggins got for us. He's going to kick out to Wallace. Wallace for another 3. Man, he hasn't hit a single 3 yet. He's missed all 3 of his 3 opportunities. We're still up. If we just hit our shots, we'd be scoring a lot more. What's the call here? What is the call there, man? Wow. They're showing Anthony Edwards' shot clock or shot chart, and horrible. Goodness. He's made 3 at the basket, 1 in the mid-range. Scored on 16 out of 25 points in the first quarter. That's pretty solid. That's solid. It's nothing like a Luka Doncic where he practically does all the scoring and assisting. He's going to need to do a lot more assisting, man. There's no way he can keep up his scoring. Oh, wow. Great layup by Nas on that. Nas Reid. Nice little driving floater off the backboard. What you got for me, Chet? There we go, Kaysen. Kaysen taking it off the dribble. Kicks it out to Caruso. Caruso for 3. Oh, man. We're not hitting right now. We're on a cold streak. We're on a cold streak, guys. Wow. Dante DiVincenzo, 32-31. Hey, man, that was a big shot by Dante right there. Ooh, goodness. There we go. J-Dub in the paint. That's what we want right there. Easy J-Dub fadeaway. Easy J-Dub fadeaway, man. I'll take that all day. J-Dub has been huge. What has he got already? 10 points? Wow. We'll take it all day, man. J-Dub is living in the paint right now. Solid defense. Dante DiVincenzo, another three. Misses. We got the ball going up the court. Chet for three. Bang. Let's go, Chet. Let's go, Chet. There we go. Amazing. 36-32. 9 minutes to go, man. We'll take it. 11 points. Wow. Chet and J-Dub are carrying us right now. Wow. Nikhil Alexander Walker with a huge three-pointer. Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing basketball right here. Back and forth basketball. No calls are being given, really. Kick out to Cason Wallace. What is he going to do? Oh, nice steal by Mike Conley right there. We're a little ahead of this play-by-play. If I can move it up like this. Let's see if that works. Yeah, we're on some. Let's see if we can get some huge runs. 28 points by Julius last game. I think he had like 20 in the first half and then only scored 8 in the second half. So he could have had a much bigger game. There we go. Julius in the paint against Caruso. 37-36. We're going to get a timeout in. Yeah, they've made an adjustment here. They're going to the rack. I mean, that's what they should have done in game 1, right? So I think our adjustment is going to be playing zone against this team. I don't believe in their three-point shooters. I really don't. Like, I'd live with them shooting it. I'd love for us to go into a zone out of this timeout. With the way they've been shooting in general, obviously this game, they're doing fine in man-to-man, but I'd love to see a little bit of zone. I feel like it'd be beneficial to us, easier to, defend when it comes to just going out to the three-point shooters. Should be a lot easier. J-Dub with an assist on that. Chet Holmgren. We're going to go back and look at our... Here, I'm going to pull up another... I'll just pull up another tab so I don't have to keep switching back and forth. But we will look at the box score for the Thunder real quick because I'm kind of curious. Shai has 8 points. He's 3 for 3 right now. This guy is insane. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is absolutely ridiculous of a player. I didn't even realize he had 8 points on 3 for 3. He hasn't even missed a field goal shot. Obviously, he's only shot 3 times, but my goodness. Wow. I can't wait until he gets back into the game. Probably out of this timeout. He could come back in, but wow, wow, wow. He played 12 minutes in that first. Wow, he played most of that first quarter. Wow, wow. They want us to start off a lot. I feel like they're playing this like a must-win. I'm looking at the minutes right now. J-Dub is 11 minutes early. Chet has 13. Shai has 12 minutes. Lou Dort already has 9. Sorry. Cason has 10. Nearly 11 minutes. We're playing our 6 best players essentially the most minutes that I've seen this whole playoffs. Wow. Mark is taking this game really, really seriously. I mean, obviously he takes every game seriously, but I feel like there's other games where Shai will, CP3 is getting a lot of cheers right now. So he's standing up. He's getting a full-on standing ovation right now. Man, I love this. I love Thunder basketball. Everyone's standing up, cheering for Chris Paul, who led us to the playoffs on a 1% chance. If you guys, I went to the Chris Paul season. I went to the game against when we played against the Hornets at the Hornets the year he was on the team, and we won in overtime. Yeah, I remember. I was like the only Thunder fan in a sea of straight Hornets fans. Imagine that. And they're yelling, everything at me, man. And we won that in overtime, and I'm over here cheering, and all the kids are pretty much crying, and it's oh my goodness, crazy, crazy time. But yeah, I remember that game. It was a great game. Great season by Chris Paul too. He taught Shai Gilgeous a lot that season. I feel like it was great growth by Shai, Lou Dort. It was huge for them. I believe that was the same season we got Kenrich, or yeah, I believe that was the season we picked up Kenrich as well. So, man, oh man, Thunder basketball, man, let's go. We're going to go ahead and yeah, Chet has 11, J Dub has 10, Shai already has 8, Lou Dort with 5. Hartenstein's not playing that many minutes in this series. He gets subbed out pretty early and doesn't come back in pretty often. So it feels like we're running with this small ball lineup, man. Look at this is a crazy small lineup right now. We got
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
We got Kaysen, Wiggins, Caruso, J-Dub, Shea out there. And I believe they're playing Randall and Nas as their 2 big guys. That's crazy. That's a crazy lineup. I would love to see Kenrich in here because he would get some boards for us. Shea's essentially our center right now. Shai is playing. Wow. What a steal. What a steal by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Wow. Oh my goodness. He's practically he's playing free safety out there. Caruso. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. We're turning up right now. 41-37. That was an amazing steal by Shai. Wow. The fact that you can trust pretty much and Caruso, hustle, ball denial. They can't even get the ball into the paint. That's the problem for them. That's what I said in the first quarter. Like, I noticed it in the first game. As soon as I'm watching, they can't even get the ball into the paint. So it's like, come on, man. I don't trust that team. I can't trust a team that can't, put rim pressure on us. And obviously, we have one of the greatest defenses ever, not just in Thunder history. I believe this is the best defensive Thunder team ever, but it's also one of the best NBA playoff defenses ever as well. Like, it's up there. It's up there. I'm not going to say it's like the best ever of all time or anything like that, but it's definitely up there. Probably has like a top 5 playoff defensive team. So similar to like the Pistons roster that had won. Obviously, they didn't have the star that Shai had. I believe we're calling a what are we calling on this? We called a challenge. I'm gonna look at this challenge. Ooh, he slapped him across the face. Ooh, and he pointed at him. That should be a flagrant 1, guys. We're gonna get a flagrant. Come on, man. I love this. I love Thunder basketball. This is amazing. Caruso hustling, Shai hustling with steals. Chris Paul's in the building. It does not get better than this. It cannot. It cannot get better than this. I cannot believe it, man. Yeah. Oof. Yo, you literally can't get away with fouls or who touched the ball last with the new AI system that they have, like this new graphic system that ESPN has. Like, you literally can't get away with anything. Literally. Good luck. Because they can see it all. They can see who swings where, does what, and wow. Technology is growing. Shai with some amazing defense on Jaden McDaniels. He switches on to Anthony Edwards. They're double, triple, quadruple. Pretty much the whole team was on Anthony Edwards on that drive. And that's the problem I'm talking about. We get another foul call right there. Wow, we are getting a favorable championship level whistle right now. I'm not going to lie. This game, we're getting calls. And we'll take him, man. Tony Brothers, he is on our side. Scott Foster, I feel like. Wow. We'll take that call right there. It's rare that the refs are ever even on our side. We're bottom 5 in free throws attempted in the regular season. I mean, I can go on and on. We know we don't get that many. Hartenstein with an and one against Nas Reed. Nas Reed is frustrated. There we go. That should not be on the floor. That should be and one. He was on the shot there. I guess they called it a little early. It's okay. Well, we know what's happening here, man. We know what's happening here. Come on. Let's see what we can get out of this timeout. Shai with the rock. Nas Reed, 9 minutes. 3 fouls already. Wow. He's already in foul trouble. Kaysen hasn't hit a single shot this whole game. Great bucket by Jaden McDaniels, but Kaysen has not. He's 0 for 4. Not looking good for him. That's okay though. Caruso, easy basket, nice little jump shot in the middle of the floor. They're trying to play like a softish zone, but we're destroying them. Like, there's no reason that they can keep up playing that way. They just got to play harder on man-to-man, to be honest. Great defense once again. Mike Conley goes out for 3, kicks it out. Great kick out by Mike there. Mike Conley is someone that definitely is dangerous for us to go up against. Caruso again in the mid-range. Hits another big shot. 45-42, 5 minutes to go. We haven't seen much of Shai on the offensive end. There we go. That's what we want. Anthony Edwards misses on a 3-point pull-up. We'll take that all day. Let's see what Shai does on this play right here. He gets blocked on his shot against Jaden McDaniels. I feel like that was way too obvious that he was going to shoot in that scenario. They should have. Oh my goodness. Wiggins is guarding Randall. They're double teaming right there. Another steal by Shai. He's going all the way. Great defense by Anthony Edwards one-on-one. And he gets the call. Wow. Nice little pull up right there. Gets the and one finish against Shai. Shai has his second foul already. Man. They picking up early fouls is not good for us. It's never good for us. It always has me worried. And that's what you're supposed to do if you're the Timberwolves. You're going to drive in, try to put us in foul trouble. Shai's the last guy that needs to be picking up those fouls. He's got to let Anthony Edwards just go free on that one, man. To be honest, you can't pick up your second there, in my opinion. There's still a lot of time left on the clock. We need him for offense. Hopefully Mark subs him out because I don't want him to pick up a third foul here. I feel like that'd be a mistake on our part to do that because we saw what happened. I believe that was maybe game 6. He picked up fouls and then boom, we couldn't keep up with the Nuggets going into the third quarter. Essentially, that would be exactly what happens right here if he picks up one more. We wouldn't be able to keep up offensively. And it's hard to come back on a team when they're up, right? So they can extend the lead. You never know. They start hitting a couple extra shots, and then boom, we're in trouble. So, man, Anthony Edwards, 13 points already, but I know his shooting percentage got to be abysmal right now. It's not that bad. 6 for 13, 46%. Not horrible. He's 1 for 4, though. Mike Conley's 1 for 3. Dante DiVincenzo, 2 for 3. 2 for 2 for Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the 3. Jaden McDaniels is shooting well. I feel like as a team, they're shooting 44%. We're shooting 18% right now. 19% pretty much. Caruso's 1 for 2. Kaysen's 0 for 4. Lou Dort's 1 for 2. Chet's 1 for 3. And J-Dub's 1 He's pretty much not made one, and Joe hasn't made one. Kendricks hasn't made one. Wiggins hasn't made one. We've shot a lot of threes here. 16 threes. 3 for 16 right now. Oh my goodness. We're 3 for 16. They're 8 for 18. They're 8 for 18 and we're 3 for 16 right now on the 3-point line. And it's this close of a game. We hit a couple shots and we're up 10 easily. Easily. Come on, man. We're making some substitutions here. Cason Wallace out. Wiggins out. We got Lou Dort subbing in. J-Dub subbing in. I don't mind J-Dub coming in. Obviously, every time Cason Wallace goes out, we need Lou Dort. We need Lou Dort's size. He doesn't have size as in height. He has size as in, I guess, just like, I don't know. It's hard to move Lou Dort. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a good substitution. We always need one of them on that. $18 points off the bench today for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're shooting 7 for 11 off the bench. That's the only reason this game is even close. Their bench unit has, between Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Naz Reid in the first half, they've shot 7 for 11. And in game 1, they shot 7 for 36. They've already surpassed their makes. They're already equaled their makes from the last game into this game. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. J-Dub carrying it up the court. Anthony Edwards is on him. They're really trying to limit J-Dub right now. Wow, they got some solid wing defense with. There we go. That's the bucket we want. There we go. Hartenstein, easy floater right there out of the timeout. We love it. We'll take it all day. See, that's the thing with Rudy Gobert. He's practically useless. If he can't guard Hartenstein, what's the point? Oh, okay. Dante DiVincenzo goes out. Come on, man. Let's go, Caruso. I see my friend Jeremy Price, super fan. What is that? What's the call there? I don't have the audio on, so I think they called something on Shai, maybe a travel or something, but that was a turnover right there. So he missed. He missed. Nice kick out by Anthony Edwards. Let's get this board. There we go. J-Dub is huge, man. J-Dub has been huge. People complain about his offense, but he's doing so much defensively. He's guarding bigger guys. He's getting steals. He's having to get rebounds. He's having to score. Shai misses right there. Can he get back up? There we go. Get it back into Shai. There we go. Lull him to sleep. There we go. Fade away. Bang. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 10 points. I think he's only missed one shot this game. Maybe two. Maybe two shots. Amazing hoops right here. There we go. Great box out by Shai. Passes it to J-Dub early. J-Dub pulls up for 3. I love the way the officiating has gone right now. They're letting both teams play tough defense. He just landed on Hartenstein. Come on, man. They got a nice little out-of-bounds situation right here. 45-49. I can't believe we're even in this game. Or how are we up 4 points? We're shooting 20% from the 3-point line. Ridiculous, man. Come on. Rudy Gobert, they're going to pass it to him. In the paint, kicks it out to Anthony Edwards for 3. He misses. Yeah, they're like falling right into our game plan. Everything they're doing is exactly what we'd want. There we go. Nice little foul call. The problem, you can't have Rudy Gobert in the game, man. He can't guard Shai. You're gonna lose a series. We've seen teams with Rudy. That's the problem with them, man. If he gets too many minutes, how is he getting more minutes than Nas? Nas is way better than him, man. Offensively, he can move his feet. Defensively, Rudy Gobert has 14 points and 14 minutes and 0 points right now. He's -9. All he is doing, he's practically just a big body getting boards. Useless. Useless to have Rudy out there, man. Shai is gonna do whatever he wants. He's gonna get whatever basket he wants. Too slow to keep up. Can't shot block a guy like Shai. He's too smart for that. And he's gonna pick up the fouls against a guy like Rudy. It's gonna happen. Because he's gonna have to reach. And good luck. Good luck when you're that size. All right. Jaden McDaniels pulls up for 3. He hits another one. Huge 3 right there for them. Solid. Shai has the rock. 2 minutes to go. He's back in his favorite spot on the baseline. 11-foot jump shot. Boom. Pull up. 14 points. Shai is cooking right now. 5 for 8 on the field goals. 4 assists. Nearly a perfect game. We can't ask our MVP to play any better. 14 points going into the second half. He's easily going to end up with 30 in this one. If you put a parlay bet on Shai getting 30 on back-to-back games, you won that bet. Because last game he had a bad game and he ended up with 31. He could end up with 40, to be honest. Are they going to call a foul there? Wow. They call a foul on... Oh, my goodness. Ridiculous. They call a foul on Hartenstein on Randall trying to get an offensive board. Or I think it's a Minnesota timeout, actually, not a foul. But still. So Minnesota's going to call a timeout here. It's 53-48. Let's go ahead and look at the box score real quick. We haven't seen our side of the box score. I covered the first quarter with the Timberwolves. So J-Dub has 10 points still. He's ±13. Plus 13 in this. He's been huge. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and the work he's doing on the defensive end between getting rebounds and playing defense on Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, like huge guys. J-Dub is not that tall. He's at best maybe 6'6". He's guarding guys that are like 6'10", 6'8", and he's absolutely playing amazing defense. That's why he was second team all defense. That just got announced. Lou Dort, first team all defensive player. We're the only team left, I believe, in the playoffs with 2 all defensive players. Come on, man. I love that. Defense win championships, and we've got plenty of it. Hartenstein, 13 minutes, 14 points, +9. Chet's having a rough time guarding the perimeter, and I said he would struggle with that early on. You just can't change it when you're playing a double big lineup, but he has 11 points. I'd love to see him hit a couple more threes. Lou Dort, 5 points. We need him to step it up with some points as well. Shai is carrying us right now on offense, and he's done that all season. So nice little bucket out of the timeout by Anthony Edwards, driving layup. This is a classic playoff game right here. It doesn't get better than this, man. Western Conference Finals. The refs are letting them play. Can we ask for anything better? Jada putting all the moves. There we go. Chet goes for a 3, gets blocked. Chet Holmgren, 7 feet tall, gets blocked by 7 foot 1 or 2 Rudy Gobert. Wow, man. Impressive. He definitely moved his feet on that one. Great defense right there by Chet against Anthony Edwards on the drive. That's what he's there for, man. We have so many defenders. This is ridiculous. Everyone's up on their feet. Shai! Oh my goodness. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 3. Let's go. 56-50. Come on, baby. This is the MVP right here. There we go. Lou Dort gets fouled. Come on. Come on, NBA. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I may have to go pull out my Shea jersey out here, man. This is amazing. Amazing. Ending the second quarter like this, going into halftime with a defensive stop, and then Shea hits a three. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Shea, 8.1 on the clock. What can he do for us? What can Shea do for 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists? I believe 1 steal. Come on, man. And there's people hating on this guy. I mean, he's grown his game from a 10 points per game scorer his rookie season over to 19 points, and then he goes over to like 30 points all of a sudden. Do you know how insane of a jump and grind you have to do in the summertime? Nice little foul right there by the Timberwolves. Shea's going to go to the free throw line. Come on, man. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've never seen a team so cohesive, a defense so cohesive. Caruso's going to come in for a defensive stop for after this play. For I think it was Cason Wallace that was in, so I don't mind that at all. Caruso's obviously a high-end, experienced defender. Shea's going to go ahead and make both of these 58-50. We'll take it all day, man. 3.4 left on the clock. Let's see what the Timberwolves can do after this next. Shai, free throw make, 18 points, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 6 for 9 from field goal. I mean, absolutely ridiculous game right now. He's going to end up with 40 points. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards chucks a 48. Oh, my gosh. Pull up 3. 19 points. Anthony Edwards has 16 on 7 for 17 shooting. Do you guys understand? I don't think anyone in the league understands how efficient Shai is. I feel like that's why everyone's so upset about his free throws is he's going to get those regardless. Book him for 9 free throws in a game because that's what he averaged in the regular season. He's going to get his 9, but on top of that, he's going to score 30 points on you so easily in a blink of an eye. In the first quarter, I didn't even realize he was 3 for 3, and he had 8 points. Think about that. I'm watching the game with you guys, right? And I look at the box score, and I'm like, Shai has 8 points already, and then he proceeds to have another masterclass second quarter. The minutes that we're playing our starting lineup, that's the big change. I feel like Shai has 20 minutes. He's practically played the whole game. We're in a must-win scenario. That's the way Mark is coaching this game right now. He's trying to win this game going into Minnesota, pretty much saying that we're going to split in Minnesota. That's the way we're playing this game is we're going all out to win this and then splitting in Minnesota. And if we drop one, hey, if we drop the next one and we win the next one, we're up 3-1. That seems to be the game plan right now. The way that we're getting our start minutes. We've got Rafi doing, bro.
What's up?
What is up, bro? I'm. It's so hard doing this alone because I'm not like a professional podcaster or anything like that. Like we just started this year, so insanely hard to talk to myself the whole time and hear my voice. So I'm glad you joined.
Of course. Sorry, I said first quarter, but then I wanted to watch the game a little bit longer.
Yeah, no, I understand, bro. Halftime is good, bro. I appreciate you joining. And if there's other Thunder fans watching, if you DM us on Instagram, Bring the Thunder podcast, you can join me and talk about the Thunder, watch with us, and enjoy. What do you think about that first half, man? I'm hyped.
We need to shoot the 3 more better. We need to shoot 3 better. It's kind of scaring me, but I think Anthony Edwards needs a new nickname, Anthony Edbrick.
Edbrick. Oh my goodness. We can't do that because I really love Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook has a similar name by other fans, and I always get on them about Russell Westbrook. So we're not going to mess up and butcher his last name or anything. But we have a comment here by John Nelson who's watching with us for halftime. Edwards is not efficient as Jokic. Hey, I said the same thing in our preview video on YouTube. You guys can check that out. We said guarding Anthony Edwards is not the same as Jokic. Jokic passes way better. He's way more efficient. And Edwards is just not that. He's not that guy that the media portrays him to be. They put him on the same level as a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and we can see in this series, he is nowhere near in the regular season, in the playoffs, as efficient as Shai. What Shai is doing, he's absolutely destroying their roster right now. Like, not a single soul. And they're the second best playoff defense that we're facing right now. Imagine that. This guy has as many 19 points going into the half. We have an 8-point lead. We've shot 20% from the 3-point line. And the MVP is pretty much carrying us up until this point. Our shooters hit a couple extra shots. This turns into a 10-point game, 15, 20, very easily. What do you think, Rafi?
That's what I love about OKC. We don't need threes like modern day basketball nowadays. Like the last 10 years, ever since we saw Curry, which honestly that still gives me nightmares. We don't need threes to win the game. We can just drive in. We can do other things. We bring back actual like all around basketball, which I really love. Also, Anthony Edwards, I feel like we're getting in his head because he's complaining a lot on game one. And now he's saying, oh, I'm going to score a bunch tonight. And he's missing a bunch. So he's overdoing things. And I feel like that's going to come back to bite him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the first quarter about Julius Randle. It seems like Randle is really forcing the agenda versus the shots he was taking were a lot less forced in the last game, where he kind of pulled up for the shots that he likes to take, versus now they're kind of following a different game plan of trying to put rim pressure on us. And it's not going to work when you have Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein waiting for you in the paint, right? Like, we're not the Golden State Warriors. We don't have Draymond waiting for him. We have Chet, who's a top 5 shot blocking center in the league. Like, good luck scoring on us on the paint. And then I think in their first series, they didn't really play against any kind of big center depth with the Lakers. Who do they have to deal with? Hayes? Jackson Hayes? That is not Chet Holmgren. Like, they've gotten this very mistaken. Also, Chet was out for majority of the season, so he didn't get the All-Star vote or the All-Star bid. But Chet Holmgren, if you saw him in the first half of that season, he's an All-Star level center. It's point blank period. The way he shot blocks, the way he spaces the floor, and the points that he was averaging at the time. So we kind of hid him from the national media. No one really knows how good Chet is, and it shows in this series how good he is. I mean, he's impacting the win column, like Shai said in his MVP speech, and he's doing it all for us. And on top of that, J-Dub, second team all defense, and he's showing it. 5 steals last game, absolutely blowing up all their coverages. They're trying to have Naz Reid, go into the paint against him. Naz Reid is not known for backing down guys. He's more of a, guy that takes people off the dribble. He can't take J-Dub off the dribble. He has to resort to hitting tough threes. And then on top of that, if he's going into the paint, he has to deal with Chet also waiting there for him. I feel like that's the big catalyst. He's our X factor on our team. Obviously, we have other guys that, like, on the offensive end, like we can mention like Wiggins and Isaiah Joe. But on the defensive end, between J-Dub, obviously, we're not even mentioning the perimeter players like Dort and Caruso and Wallace. Just on the paint protection that we have between Hartenstein, J-Dub, and Chet is as best as it can get in the league. John, yeah, I know the ESPN broadcast is tough to watch, and that's exactly why I started this podcast. So you guys can listen to Thunder-related conversations, and, I can give you guys stats. I can give you guys advanced stats, and we actually break down the game. We're not talking about, any outside, anything outside of basketball. So we're really focused on basketball. You said defense so good that we don't need to score 130. Yeah, that's absolutely facts. We can score 130 pretty easily, I would say, on a good shooting night. In the regular season, we were one of the best offensive teams as well. So we can definitely do that. In the playoffs, if we're scoring about 115 to 120, that's, preferred for us. Last year's we got locked down against that zone that the Nuggets were playing. It was a beautiful scheme that their coach got, and that coach actually got a full contract by the Nuggets recently. So, shout out to him. He played the best way you can against a 68 win team. And I don't think Anthony Edwards is as smart as Jokic. I don't think this coaching staff, the way I know the coaching staff isn't as smart as the previous one or the previous team that we played, is because the first thing these guys complain about is the referees. You're a coaching staff. Your whole job is to make adjustments against us and figure out what would work best to stop our offense and what would be best for the defense. And they can't even do that. They resort, similar to their players, similar to fans on Twitter. What up, Lil Tucker? What up, bro? Like, that's what they resort to, is complaining about the referees. That's probably what they're doing at halftime. Oh, we didn't get enough calls. Shai's getting all the calls, blah, blah, blah. Play basketball. Make your shots. Randall, make your shots. If that's such a big deal to you, get to the basket. It's that simple. I hear it from NBA fans all the time right now. Just hit your shots. If you want to beat us, you got to beat us. We're not gonna give it to you.
They need something to say. They definitely need something to say. They've always needed something to say about Oklahoma City. We can go back to Kevin Durant being called unreliable, and then go to Westbrook, then push off P, then now free throw merchant. They're just hating on the small city.
Yep.
Another thing is Minnesota, like, they can complain all they want, but I believe, actually, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I believe that they were the first team to be chanting free throw merchant during the regular season. They're the ones that started the whole thing.
Yep.
So, that's kind of crazy for them to be complaining that much. I remember Edwards a couple years ago was saying that Shai can only shoot mid ranges. So he was trying to find something for a while, and he finally found something that he liked, and I guess the rest of the media likes too. So that's where they got that from.
Yeah. Lil Tucker asked, how's our day going? As Thunder fans, up 8, shooting 20%, like John said. We're doing fantastic, man. By the way, I want to mention something for everyone in here. We probably have an X audience. We have people on YouTube in here. Shai has 6 free throws made, 6 for 6. And the only free throw made on the other side is Anthony Edwards on his foul call, but they haven't made their free throws, the ones that they've gotten. So they can't really complain too much if you can't, finish at the line. You can't finish in general. You can't really complain and tell us about that, right? And a 6 to 5 difference. 5-point difference, we'd still be up 3, right? Like, even if we give our free throws to the Timberwolves, we're beating them quarter after quarter after quarter. We did that last game. We're doing that right now. Give them all of Shai's free throws. We'll give them the difference. That's 5 points. We're still up 3 going into the half. And that'll probably be the case going into the second half. We'll still win by like 10 points, even if we gave our free throws away. So that's the thing that's mind-boggling, that's even a conversation. We start hitting our shots in the second half, it's pretty much over. I can see us going on a quick third quarter run. I don't know what Mark Dagnall says to these guys at halftime to make them go from shooting like 25%, and then they start just making everything in the third quarter and fourth quarters. Whatever it is, I would love to hear it, because I need that type of motivation in my life. That would make me feel so good. Like, imagine you have to go into work in the morning and you have Mark Dagnall like coaching you before work, like motivating you. That would be amazing. He's such a motivational player coach. He's the perfect guy for us, for a young team that plays like an AAU team. You need a guy that understands them, and him being this young just helps us out so much. Let's go ahead and you can talk. I'm going to pull up the box score.
All right. As Shai said yesterday at the MVP speech, Mark's on them about every little thing. I think that's what it is. Being on them about every little thing. So he's definitely right now talking to them like, we got to make our threes. So they're going to take that and they're going to start making their threes now, because they're going to be like, coach wants us to make our threes, or we're going to get subbed out or something. Like,
well, he doesn't sub them out. I think the motivation will be different. It's just like a simple message like, hey, maybe he's looking at film, or, obviously there's going to be other assistant coaches, and they'll tell him like, hey, these are the types of contested threes we took. Maybe we run a couple different plays, switch up the game plan, whatever on the offensive end that we need to do to free up our shooters a little bit. They're definitely doing a lot better job of contesting on 3-point shots. Like all their contests are pretty heavily contested shots. And one thing I have noticed from the Oklahoma City Thunder perspective, when I looked at advanced stats, we're shooting much worse, like 20% or 10% worse on contested shots versus open shots. Open shots, we're shooting like nearly 45, 50%. On contested shots, we're shooting nearly like 25%, maybe even less than that in this playoff run. So we're definitely a team that struggles with the contested 3-point shots. So we have to figure out a way. If Shai's not going to be the one creating and he's going to be just getting buckets, we need J-Dub to step out and, go into the paint, kick it out, or maybe have Cason Wallace do that role where instead of taking those threes that he took, he's the one that's going to pass it out to open shooters. But in general, we just got to hit our shots.
Yeah, I like what Chet's doing. He has 11, right? Or does he have more? See, 11, right? Yeah. 11. Versus Denver in the Denver series, I was kind of getting disappointed in him missing those free throws in game 1, and then I think it was game 4. He didn't close out on Gordon at the end, but I like what he's doing now. He's doing a much better job.
Oh yeah, we got 39 points on over 61% field goal percentage over the past 2 halves, last quarter that we played in the last game in this half. So we're shooting fine from the field. It's just the 3-point shooting that's got to step up. Lil Tuka asked us, did you watch the Pacers game last night?
I actually did, yeah. Jalen Brunson had 11 for 14 from the free throw line, the same amount of free throws as Shai, and there was no talk at all about him being a free throw merchant. So I guess it's just
a label. It's just the Oklahoma thing. They know we're gonna win it all, so they gotta say what they gotta say. But that is very interesting that you pointed that out. I mean, I noticed it as well. He got a bunch of calls, and guys that are 30-point per game scorers, good luck keeping them off the free throw line. If you're watching the NBA and you don't like that part about it, don't watch. Like, I'd rather not someone watch and then go on Twitter and just their whole basketball discourse is free throw this, free throw that. Just enjoy the game. Watch the game. We're watching the game. We're not worried if we're going to miss calls, not get calls, or get calls. Like, that's out of our control anyways. The referees control that. So what we do is we're talking about the 3-point line, adjustments that we can make offensively, defensively. And by the way, the second half has started 58-50. Let's see what kind of offensive sets we run to get a little bit more open looks. Let's see what J-Dub does here. He takes a pretty contested 3-point shot. We almost got the rebound off of it. But that's not what we need. We don't need contested 3-pointers. And he took that one off the dribble. I don't really like that too much, but I mean, that's the shot we got. Julius Randle in the corner takes a contested 3-pointer. We'll live with that. We'll live with those. We will live with those. I'm going to go ahead and put the play-by-play back up for us so you guys can follow along. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we're in the third. Yep.
He made that contested?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Shai's like that, bro. Hey, the more people watch this podcast or whatever, Thunder content in general, they're going to learn Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's name one way or the other. There we go. Great steal by Lou Dort in the paint. Great pass up. Ooh, foul on Chet. Oh, my goodness. Yo, the way they're hacking us, they're trying every foul that we do get is a tough foul right now. Like, very interesting. There's no soft fouls, especially in the playoffs. I mean, I don't mind it. It's the playoffs. Don't let them get an easy one. Ooh, right across the face on Chet. Yeah, we'll take those free throws. Those are well-earned free throws by Chet. Jaden McDaniels absolutely hammers him across the face. He should go 2 for 2 here. We're building a 12-point lead pretty early. He missed his first one. Is your game a little bit earlier than mine?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I'm on a stream versus you're probably on the live showing, which is fine. All right, Chet makes his first one, 61-50. 11 minutes to go already.
We're starting to build a thunderstorm 6150.
Yeah, man.
Good.
It's gonna catch on the more we say it. J-Dub kicks out to Lou Dort, kicks out to Shai. Shai at the top of the key right now. Get to the J-Dub or Chet pick and roll with Shai. Oh, that's a free point right there.
All right.
Oh my goodness. We're getting so many boards. Second chance opportunities back to back. Chet or Hartenstein and Lou Dort. There we go. Kickball. Nice. We'll take that. We will take that all day long.
And some good rebounds there. Okay. Wow. Wait, so that was a kick ball right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but another thing, for people that have watched basketball for a long time, they should know that free throws are part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times as Oklahoma City fans where we didn't deserve to get foul calls, and we did. I can relate that one time when Curry made that game winner,
Mm-hmm.
February 6th, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Iguodala apparently got fouled when Durant just put his arms up. That was not a foul, but they still got the call, and no one was crying about that on social media or anything. So it's just specific teams. When it's a California team, I feel like it's not a big deal. But when it's like a small city team, I see a trend with them for sure.
Yeah. I mean, everyone complains about like if the Pacers were to get calls the same way we did, they would complain about it probably. Ooh, what's the call here? That's okay. We were just talking about it. We can't worry about it. They called a call on Hartenstein on the box it against Rudy Gobert. Honestly, I don't even mind giving Rudy free throws. Like, have at it, man. We'll give them to you. We'll hack a Rudy. I don't think he's that good of a free throw shooter. Let's see if he can make these. His form looks a lot better. Yeah, he misses the first one. Come on, man. We'll take it all day. All day long. Hopefully we can shoot better than this in this quarter, man. We need some shot making. That's what the game of basketball comes down to. It doesn't matter about free throws. It doesn't matter about really anything else. If we can make our shots here, we should be able to win this game.
Yeah, I was predicting this is going to be a tight one, but we'll take care of business. But not like game one where we blew them out. Hopefully we can't have like a run like that, but I see this being like a 5-point ender. OKC. Obviously we don't want that, but I just see that happening.
Oh no. Shai just picked up his third foul here.
Oof.
In the third quarter. He's gonna have to get subbed out most likely because it's like 9 minutes to go. There's no way you leave Shai to get his fourth foul here. Like in a practically a must-win game scenario where we really don't want to split this at home, considering the amount of minutes we played. I'm not saying it's a must-win game or anything like that. We played our starters pretty heavy minutes in this game. Shai's got like already 23 minutes. I'd rather not him in foul trouble early. Please, Mark, go ahead and make a nice little substitution for us. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't do it.
Still a better situation than game 6.
Yeah.
At halftime.
Yeah. He had 3 at the half, and then he picked up his 4th early. So that was even rougher. But he's averaging like a foul a quarter. So at that rate, we don't want that.
Here we go. Okay. Well, now they just keep on getting free throws, but we'll just live with that.
You kind of just gotta deal with that, man. Nothing you can do. Nice kick out to Chet for 3. He misses. We missed a lot of shots this game. I mean, what are we shooting, like 13% at this point? If I had to guess, 16, 17%. It's not looking good. We need someone else out here to inject some energy.
We need Caruso magic.
Yeah, we need someone. Yeah, Caruso would be great to sub in, just for some shot making at this rate, because he's been one of our more consistent guys. Great little easy pass for Chet for the floater.
Yeah, that was
That's
a
what I
good
mean. Rudy is practically useless against our offensive bigs. Like, if he can't guard in the paint, what is he even there for? Rebounds, that's about it. Nice little drive by drive and kick. What's the situation here? Oh, they called a foul on us for Jaden.
So that's Minnesota. Hopefully. Yeah.
Was it?
Let's see. I don't even know what happened. They just stopped playing. Conley was about to make a 3.
No, it was a Lou Dort foul. Lou Dort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we got Crusoe in the game, just the way we needed right here. Crusoe, great defense. Randall gets the easy back down. We'll live with it.
Fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's J Dubs. Yes, sir. Splash.
Jada with 13 points. Shai already up to 5 assists. Come on, man. We'll take that all day long.
That's a beautiful shot. I like how I don't know why they haven't like changed it, but I like how they're keeping it consistent with that zone defense, even though like they're not able to close out too well with the zone as we wish they would. But it's working. It's working. Letting them closing out like that is working. So that zone defense is working for sure.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards gets a nice little layup right there off the glass. 61-68, 6 minutes 40 to go. Come on, man. Ooh, bad lob up to Hartenstein. Turnover by us. That's not what we want. We don't want this team running in the open court. That's free buckets for them. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and call a nice little timeout. You can't come into the game, man, and turn the ball over. Can't do that. Got to make a safer pass there. The lane was not open for that anyways. It was like a contested lob. Like, there was no he's going to catch that and dunk it anyways. We're playing solid defense. It's just our offense isn't going right now. We're playing great defense.
Yeah, unless it's an open lane, I don't think we should be lobbing anything until we're up by 20.
Yeah. I mean, it's practically like they're shooting 42% from the field, and they're shooting 34, 35% from the three-point line. So they're shooting a solid percentage, but we're still up in the game, which we've shot more shots than they have, I believe. No, they shot more shots on the field overall. So, hey, man, we've just got to hit our shots at this point. We're not looking good. Not looking good at all. I think getting to the line is helping us a ton. We made 11 of 12 free throws. They've only got 5 on the game. That's helping us stay in it right now. The rim pressure difference. He said, I trust in this team. A big run has to be coming. Yeah, we're all waiting for the big run. Usually it comes when we start hitting some shots in a row. We haven't had that happen yet, so let's see if we can get it there, man.
We definitely need this crowd going wild for sure.
My bad. I'm gonna turn my sound off on my phone. That was probably annoying.
You're good.
Let me see what's going on here.
And to be honest, I wasn't really like 10 years ago, like 5 years ago, I was predicting that we were gonna win in 2026, but
Mhm.
it's looking really good right now. Not to jinx anything.
Yeah, we've got to come out of this timeout and we just got to hit shots, man. We have not. The fact that we're even in this game is ridiculous to me still. Like, this is like the best case scenario. If we can go into the fourth quarter and keep it as close as we've kept it, I'll be happy with that. Because at that point, at some point, you have your team offensively has to lock in and make something, you know? So we just haven't made a shot.
Yeah.
Thunder fans are pretty loud in the arena right now, which is awesome. All right, they're breaking down a play right now. Are you seeing the ESPN broadcast where they're breaking down the play?
Let's see, yeah, right now.
Isn't that the craziest like view to watch?
Yeah, it's a pretty insane view. They got the camera up on that, like on the glass of the
Mm-hmm.
backboard. It's nice. I don't know how they even have that great of a view. Like, I don't know where the camera would be. Maybe on the top.
It's on the very top
It's not.
usually. All right, timeout's done. We almost
Ooh,
got a steal.
that's how our run starts. So that was a good pickpocket. Okay, Reed hasn't been shooting at all. Well, it's good. He was crazy that one game versus the Lakers. Okay, there we go. See, not every shot that Shai shoots is a free throw, too. So,
Mm-hmm. He's already up to 23 points, and it's the third quarter, and we've still got plenty of time to go. He can get 30 in the third, the way it's looking right now, because our offense has not been doing
yeah,
much without him.
here we go. Thunderstorm. It's starting.
I hope so, man. We need J-Dub and all these guys to step up. J-Dub's been fantastic this game, I feel like, just defensively.
Caruso? Oh,
Nope. Crusoe with the miss.
not the best shot you could have taken.
I mean, it was a slightly contested.
Okay.
Nas Reed with the drive. He's gonna get 2 free throws on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to hear it from the media after this game. I feel like we're both getting like a shared amount of free throws. So I think at this point it's just basketball. Like, I didn't hear anyone saying that Curry's a 3-point merchant. Like, it kind of ruins the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the perks of being a small market, like you mentioned earlier. It's just gonna happen, man. Great defense right there.
Yeah, good stop. Okay, and that
They're
was
back to the free throw line, I guess.
a little bit dramatic there, but okay. It's fine. I feel like Scott Foster was on our side, but now he's against us ever since Dort hit him in the first quarter.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Just the call is the call. Got to live with it. Nasri shooting 63, 70, and we're shooting like 20% from the 3-point line. I'll take this game all day, man. You give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going into the fourth on a close game. We've seen him close out against the Nuggets. Obviously, their defense isn't as good as this Minnesota defense, but I don't think there's anyone on that roster, though, that's guarding up.
Wow. Oh, okay. Oh,
We didn't get the call, or we didn't get the ball in that possession. 64-70. Come on, man. Get a board, get a stop. Let's get the offense rolling. Let's get the offense rolling here.
That was the problem. We're playing small right now. Okay, that's fine. We've seen J-Dub obviously play center. We didn't have a center for a couple games. It was good.
Lou Dort with a huge steal on Randall. That's got to be a foul. There we go. And one.
Let's
Shai
go.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Come on, baby. Easy. Man, honestly, come on, man. He's unstoppable. Unstoppable. If you don't want him to go to the free throw line, can everyone say it in the chat? If you don't want him going to the free throw line, what do? You stop fouling him. That's exactly what you do. You stop fouling him, man.
He has the most drives in the league. He's going to get to the line. It's literally how basketball works.
Yeah, man. Hilarious. 73-64, and we're shooting this poorly. This Nuggets team, man. Their role players started out pretty hot. Nickeil Alexander-Walker gets a nice little drive. We get the board. Lou Dort's pushing it. There we go. Caruso. Let's go, Caruso. Come on. There we go. Minnesota timeout. That's what we're talking about. That's Thunder basketball right there. 75-4. This Minnesota team cannot keep up with us. I promise. I've been saying this. After the first game, my prediction was that we'd win in 6. My prediction is we're winning in 5. This team has no options on Shai. They can't really guard us. And the way we're defending them, they have no idea what we're doing to them. Like, I haven't seen a big adjustment. The biggest adjustment that I saw from them is, hey, we're going to go into the paint and hope the refs make a call, right? Like, if we drive more just like you guys are, we're probably going to get some calls. They got some calls. But the fact is, we're turning them over. The more you drive on us, the more chances you give for us to turn the ball over even more. I feel like they're playing right into our hands, and I feel like their team is not built really to beat us. Their team is more built to maybe beat a Nuggets team. That's about it. I don't see them really, playing the right type of basketball to beat an OKC-led team. Because if they play big, they're at a disadvantage because we have Chet. If they play small, they're at a disadvantage because we're going to put any of our small ball type of players. We had Shai playing center at one point in the first quarter. I mean, he's getting steals. Ridiculous. Big run is coming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tucker, bro. Let's go, man. We got to get this run going. Love it, man. This is the best time to be a Thunder fan. I would say 9 seasons ago, 2016, up until now, if you've watched the Thunder from that point till this point and you've stuck it out, it was well worth the wait. To watch a 68-win team dismantle a young superstar in Anthony Edwards the way we're doing it right now, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful right now. Oh, my goodness. Hey, I'm about to sit back just like I did last game in the third quarter. That's pretty much what happened. We got into the third quarter, and I was like, you know what? This game's over. And that's how it's feeling right now. Big run that's about to start up after this timeout. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so hype. We're so close to another finals. I can feel it, man. I can feel it. It's right there. We're so close. We have the team. We have the players. It does not get better than this. We didn't look at the second half for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels is -11 plus minus 15 points. Anthony Edwards, 18 points, but he hasn't done much in that second quarter while Shai was going on his run. And then Dante DiVincenzo, 8 points. Their role players are just failing them. Julius Randle right now, 6 points, -10. Oh my goodness. 2 for 10 right now. 0 for 3. This is the Julius Randle of old. I predicted this. Julius Randle would turn into the Knicks version of Julius Randle playing against us because of the defense that we have, not in any fault of his own. He's been fantastic this whole playoff series, but the guys he's had to see is not on the same level as a Caruso, as a Lou Dort, J-Dub. Like, he hasn't had to see those guys. He saw maybe one defender, two in Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, but those guys were not stopping him. He absolutely was destroying LeBron on the offensive end. I mean, that's crazy. LeBron, 40 years old, was not going to guard Randall. This team, the way we're playing against them, will step it up. So we're out of the timeout. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Come on, baby. Let's see what we can get. Yep, we got another nice little turnover right there by Lou Dort. We'll take that all day. We'll take that all day. Come on, man. Shai has the ball. 7 forced turnovers, 4 steals, points off of.
Oh, nice.
What's up?
Mid-range.
Oh, yeah. Shai in the mid-range, pull up on the baseline, 17-footer. Come on. This is the MVP. This is the MVP right here. I've been saying it on my TikTok page, my Instagram page. The only comment that I see is free throw merchant this, free throw merchant that. Take that for free throw merchant. 30 points in the third quarter. Take that. Come on, bro.
How many free throws has he even had? Like 5? He can't get any free throws, or he's a free throw merchant? That doesn't make any sense. This is basketball. This isn't karate.
Yeah, man. He's 7 for 7 right now. I can tell you. You don't have to look it up. You've been a Thunder fan your whole life, bro? How long you been a Thunder fan, man? Yeah, Randall slows them down a lot. His offense is like back to the basket type of offense, unless he's shooting 3-pointers and he's making them, which he's not this game.
Let me tell you how I became a Thunder fan. Okay, I turned on the TV. My brother, he's a Celtics fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's rooting for the Clippers, Doc Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
He's rooting for Doc Rivers because he's a former coach of the Celtics. And it's Game 5, 2014 of the Clippers Thunder series.
Oh, yeah, that's a great series.
We're down 104-97, and Durant steals the ball, makes a 3. Durant
was one of the best comebacks in history, in NBA history.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, my gosh. That's game.
Chet Holmgren with the 3-pointer, and now we're going to the other end. Cason Wallace up to Chet. Let's go. That's Thunder basketball, 82-65. This team cannot keep up with us. This team. Tucker was a Thunder fan before they even were on the Thunder. He was a Supersonics fan out here, man. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you've stuck it out with this team because it was well worth the wait. You saw the down years, the up years. You saw it all, man. You saw us hit the peak in 2012 and then come back down, try to hit it again in 2016, come back down, and now we're back. The Thunder are back. Come on, man. We got an MVP again. Come on. And the crowd is absolutely going wild right now. Everyone's up. Everyone's cheering. It's so loud in there. I can just see it. I can see it on my screen right now. Everyone's up. Everyone's cheering. This is the type of energy. No other team wears their Thunder gear or their team gear for playoff games. We do. And that changes the atmosphere, man. It changes the atmosphere. No matter what anyone tells me, it's true. Oh my goodness, the screenshots of just sea of blue everywhere in game 2. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, you're also from Oklahoma? That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Living there, enjoying the team. It can't get better than that, man. Look at the type of run we're on. Cason with a great lob. He's been having some amazing lob connections to Hartenstein and Chet. This is beautiful basketball. 82 points. Chet's up to 16. J-Dub's still at 15. Shai's already at 28. Free throw merchant this. Free throw merchant that. He's 10 for 15. You can't even guard him. You can't even stop him from getting to the line. You can't stop him from hitting his mid-ranges.
Oh, we put the clamps on Edwards.
Yes, sir. That's what he does.
All right. That and there was a question I was going to ask you. So I read something on like social media where they said that the super team era is over. But do you think that the Thunder in a couple years, if not already, are the next super team?
I would say maybe not like the prototypical super team where we go back to back to back champions or anything like that. But from a perspective of we're going to be in or around the Western Conference Finals for the next 3 to 5 years, like point blank period. Like whether we're at least getting to most second rounds, and if we win second rounds, we're there. As long as we were winning and we have this team, this core is going to stay together. Like Chet, J Dub, they're pretty young. Shai's pretty young, so we have a nice 3 to 5 year window where Shai's going to be entering his peak right now, and he's got a 5-year window on top of that. And then J Dub and Chet are only going to grow as players. Man, the finished product of what Chet's going to become is going to be ridiculous. He's one of my favorite players, man.
Why is Edwards like making like a huge like Luka Doncic reaction here? Like you obviously fouled him.
We're about to find out if he fouled him or not, but let's see. Oh, you got a clean block.
Stepped into him at the end there, but
No, you got a clean block there. I'm not a biased fan. That's a
yeah,
clean
I
block.
didn't see anything with the arms. I was looking at the legs to see if that's why they called it. But
No,
yeah,
no.
maybe they'll win that call because I don't know. There was much there.
Yeah, best time to be a Thunder fan right now. If you're a Thunder fan, please go ahead and drop us a follow. We're a pretty new podcast. We drop weekly episodes, discussions. You pretty much name it. We're previewing everything. We're going to be previewing the summer draft, who we're going to pick up. I would say our takes are pretty solid. We're not always going to be right, but I feel like we try to at least have some evidence as to why we're making a take. So go ahead and drop that follow right now on the subscribe. And yeah, there was marginal contact, John. I completely agree. Like barely hit his off arm, really didn't follow through. So this call will get turned over. No big deal. We're still up. We're still up by a lot. 82-67. I feel like that's a pretty good time to challenge when we're going on a run. If they can get this and, turn it into like a 3-point shot off of the timeout type of thing or off of this call, I feel like that'll be like their best case scenario, right? Like,
Ooh, see the arm contact a little bit. That's a little Dort hit him back. I do see a little bit like
nah, that's marginal.
yeah.
If they call that, then I'm gonna say, oh man, well, not under control, like I said before. So we do not control the referees. We play basketball. That is it. That is all, man.
Honestly, over the years, I feel like the refs have always been not been on our side. So it's kind of crazy that they say that now, considering the Lakers were shooting like 30 free throws a game.
Oh yeah, yeah. If there's Lakers fans in here, you may not want to stay much longer because we will roast the amount of free throw difference that the Lakers have against the league. Not just against the Thunder, against the whole league. They shoot the most. And you know what the funny thing is? In the regular season, we played Minnesota before they played the Lakers, and they completely complained after the game after their loss. Their coach did. And then the next game, I believe the Lakers shot like 50 free throws, and he didn't say a word against them. So it's just the funny part about it, how things work. I feel like when a narrative builds, it sticks. And so we just have to embrace it. Thunder fans, we're in a villain type of role, and we'll take the villain role, man. We'll take it. Someone's gotta be the bad guy. So why not us? Why not Shai? MVP of the league, absolutely obliterating every star that comes against him. And that's what it is, man. Great layup by Anthony Edwards. I believe that's a foul on Chet, shooting foul there. So fair call. That's what they need to do more is get Anthony Edwards going downhill from the top of the key, getting a running start, and going at Chet. Like that's their best chance at getting some points. I'm not going to say it's going to work every time. Eventually, they're going to get like charges and other adjustments. We'll make adjustments to that where we press up higher. So, Rafi, can you take over for a second? I got to mute.
Yeah. All right. So Dort just made a 3 in the corner. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so our lead is up to 17 now. That's kind of crazy. DiVincenzo misses. Okay. Wallace the rebound. Like I said, third quarter hasn't even ended yet. I thought it was over. And there you go. More of a thunderstorm right now. As now we're up by 19. That's insane. Look at that. That pass by Wallace is just unbelievable. And then for some reason, I don't know why, Edwards is shooting a free throw. Oh, okay. Check out a technical taunting. That's fine. I think that might be. Has Chet ever gotten a technical before? That might be Chet's first technical ever. Oh my gosh. OKC on a huge run here. And Randall, I don't know what that was. Guess he was trying to get another foul. So here we go. Randall. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, perfect. Good job, J-Dub. Laugh it up. J-Dub takes the charge. An excellent play. Keeping his feet straight. Standing still. Perfect. Perfect charge goal. That's the right goal. Two for 11. So Randall showing his inconsistency as well, because he was going crazy last game and now he's, oh my goodness. Okay, they're not going to call that. They literally toppled over him. So Shai's going to shoot free throws as he should, because that's a foul.
Ooh, that's a foul for sure. I'm back. My fiance was calling, so those duties are most important. If you know, you know.
Yes, sir.
We're at 88-69. Shai going to the free throw line, getting his 30 points. I mean, come on, man. This is beautiful. Game 2 lockdown. I think we could honestly sweep these guys if we win the next one. I don't think they have the heart to stay with us. And I said that
God.
What happened?
Are they too far gone now?
Could be, bro.
2 crush outs in a row. I don't know. This reminds me kind of the Memphis series now.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Edwards kind of reminds me of Ja Morant. Inefficient shooter, pretty much a really flashy dunker, and that's about it, really. Look at that steal by Shai. Come on, man.
We ended it in the third. Wow. Okay. Make it 24 now. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Shai just called out a isolation.
Oh my goodness. Let's go. 24.
What you got for me, Shai? There we go. Kick out to Kaysen. Kaysen Wallace, baby. 8 points, 6 assists by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Come on, man. This is amazing. Amazing basketball right here. Anthony Edwards goes ahead into the mid-range. Nice little floater. He's trying to keep him in it. It's a 20-point lead. Does this feel like a 20-point lead right now? The way we've shot, this could be a 50-point lead, to be honest.
We picked it up. We picked it up for sure. Once again, we picked it up.
Dude, if we shot any better, this lead would be huge. Wow, great layup right there by J-Dub on the attempt. We're going into the fourth quarter with Shai with 30. Our team shooting pretty poorly, and we're up 20. We're up 20 points. How do you guys feel in the chat? I'd love to hear from you guys. This is amazing. Wow, absolutely destroying them. Chet Holmgren, man, he unlocks everything offensively, defensively. Love it.
Yeah.
Here, we're gonna go ahead and look at the box score real quick. Let's pick apart what's happening. Obviously, we're watching the game as well. We're not just box score watchers, but let's go ahead and look at some stats. J-Dub still with 15 points, but he's a plus 24. I mentioned this. J-Dub has been huge the whole game, guarding up against his size. Second team all defense, and he's proven it. Lou Dort, plus 29. Only 9 points, but his impact is huge. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, huge impact. Oh my goodness. Does he have 3 steals? He has 3 steals. Lou Dort has 2. This is amazing. Only 1 turnover for Shai. And he's been super efficient. 66% from the field, 10 of 15, 9 for 9 at the free throw line. And every single free throw was deserved, by the way. None of the flopping scenario. There was not one where I felt like someone could argue about whether Shai deserved to foul here or there or not. He earned all the free throws. Chet earned all his free throws. I can promise you that. They absolutely were destroying him when he was going to the basket. So I definitely don't want to hear about the free throw advantage. We've made 15 out of 17 right now. The other team has made 10 out of 14. So it's not a huge difference. Like it's a 5-point difference. But overall, even if we give them the 5-point difference, we're still up 15 points. That's the thing I want to make the Timberwolves fans understand. Hit your shots. Hit your shots. You're not hitting your shots enough. That's what it's coming down to. Our defense is controlling the tempo into offense, turning it into offense. And that's what's happening right now. We're shooting 52% from the field. They're shooting 38% from the field. Much better than last game. They're only shooting 30% from the 3. We're shooting 26%. So pretty similar. This is a similar game. The big problem for them is right now, they're 26 of 68. We're 35 of 67. That has been the issue last game. That is the reason they're losing. Simple as that. That's so simple analysis that they're not hitting their shots. We've hit, what is that? Like 9 more shots than they have. Of course you're going to be down in a game like this. In a close battle, the way we're battling right now, offensively, defensively, both teams, you've got to have tough shot makers. And guess who has the toughest shot maker in the league? Us. We have the MVP. They don't. And that's the difference. So I'm tired of the narrative, man. I am absolutely tired of it. And at some point, I'm definitely going to stop commenting about it because after this series, it's like, come on. We're doing this. We're doing this. Shai, man. The Thunder have 20 points in the third against this zone defense. We're absolutely destroying the zone defense. Fourth quarter's already started. Wow. This game is going quick, guys. Let's see what happens.
Has Chet ever gotten a technical?
What's up?
Has Chet ever gotten a technical? Because he got one in the third for taunting, I think. But I think that was his first technical ever.
Maybe. Can't recall the technicals. We watched so many games of Thunder this season. Not sure. Not sure at all. John mentioned we have 2 7-footers plus elite perimeter defense, a nightmare to score against. Pretty much. Pretty much. Good luck scoring against us.
Oh, wow. Anthony Edwards has 20 technicals.
Yeah. He gets a lot.
Wow.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Let's see. Aaron Wiggins picked up that early foul. He's only got 1 foul on him, so no big deal. J-Dub, what you got for me, man? Get us a bucket right here. Okay. They called a moving screen on Hartenstein. That's no worries. No worries at all.
I'm going to go downstairs for a little bit and watch the game, and then I'll be back at the end of the game.
You're good, bro.
All right. Thank you.
Of course, bro. Nice little bucket by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It's just going to be me rest of the way hanging out with you guys, John, I appreciate you being here. Tucka, I appreciate you being here. And I believe someone else was in the chat earlier. Ralph was in here earlier. Yep. So feel free to join up here, by the way. If you go to Instagram and message Bring the Thunder podcast on Instagram, you can get a link. Join us on up. And we'd love to have you guys either for this game, next game, whenever, even if it's for a short amount of time. I love hearing more. This podcast is mainly built so Thunder fans can enjoy, make their takes, and watch our team. Hartenstein with a great down low finish. Yeah, no Chet or SGA. Let's see if they can even close the gap while our guys are resting. Yep, we'll take that ball. Whoa, that's out on Rudy Gobert, but they don't give it to us. That was definitely out on Rudy. Went off his arm. I could see it from here, and I'm not even in the stadium. Come on, man. Jada with a great pass down low. Hartenstein with a turnaround finish. Come on, man. Let's see this defense by. Oh, they're going to call that. That's a weak call, but hey, man. Caruso picks up his 5th personal. Not the best scenario. Pretty early in the 4th quarter. Definitely want to sit him down. Let's see if we can get him subbed out. Maybe we'll play him. He has 19 minutes, 19 minutes, 9 points, and 5 fouls. My goodness. Let's see what we do without Chet and SGA, man. We got J-Dub as the primary ball handler scorer. We got Caruso in there as well as a guard. I trust Caruso with his ball handling, of course. Kaysen's in there. He can do a lot. I mean, they're playing tough on us. J-Dub against Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the most useless defensive big man. Yeah, man. Naz Reid. Nice little bucket by Naz right there. Nice little floater. Back-to-back affair. We got J-Dub in 17 points right now on some elite defense. Nice pull-up. Hartenstein, he couldn't secure that. Hartenstein could not secure that basket right there. We got SGA coming back in. 20-point game. He has 30 points. Everything around the basket. He has 1 3-pointer. Everything else is around the basket. That's the problem. You can't stop Shai from getting to the rack. So you complain that he's a free throw merchant because you can't guard him. It's just that simple. What? Caruso gets called on that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It doesn't matter. We're up. I could care less at this point. I mean, honestly, if they get a couple more calls, oh well. So be it. They still can't hit a jump shot. Look at Mike Conley right there. 97-80. Shai's in the game. Come on, Shai. You got 8 minutes. Close this out. On the mid-range. Dang, you missed a 15-footer right there. Come on. Easy 15-footer. Wow. They're getting calls this quarter, huh? Naz Reid goes to the free throw line. Okay. It was bound to happen. Caruso face fouling. Don't know what that means, man. I'm not going to lie. But Anthony Edwards is subbing into the game for Mike Conley. That's probably a smart move. Mike's pretty old, and you want to have your best player in at this point. I still think they have a chance to make this a closer game, hit a couple shots, bring it within 10 type thing. They could easily do that, honestly. It's not that far off. 17-point game. They get 2 stops, and they're pretty much back in it. 20-point leads in the NBA are nothing, man. 20-point leads are not what they used to be. I mean, with this defense, it makes a difference, but with the level of offense in the NBA, I don't think of it that much. Wow. I believe the Thunder have 24 deflections in this. Timeout called by Mark right there. We couldn't get the ball out of Hartenstein's hands. The crazy thing is we haven't seen J. Will in this series. I'd love to see some Kenrich minutes right now. That'd be interesting. Just to spark some life into us. I feel like he always comes in and, put some intensity into the defense, and he can hit shots. Kenrich is not horrible. He can hit some shots. We're going to take a nice little break. Let's look at the actually, we're going to look at the game charts here. Oh my goodness. We can look at Anthony Edwards. Tons of misses right here. You see this? Outside shooting. He's getting into the paint a lot better. But if we want to compare him directly against Shai, look at the shot chart. This is the green around the basket. His is green around the basket, but so much red around the basket, like away from the basket. That's the difference right there between Anthony Edwards and SGA. Quick breakdown. But they've tied it twice. Longest run is 10 points. Longest run is 10. Biggest lead is 24. We've had a 24-point lead in this. Felt like more than that. Feel like maybe I should start this over again. Wow. Only a 24-point lead. 7 lead changes. Look at the leading players. Shai, SGA in points. Blocks is Hartenstein. And Jaden McDaniels has 2. Top assist guys. Julius Randle with 5 assists. That's actually huge. If you're not going to score, you've got to do something else. But he's had 5 assists for a while. He hasn't really done much in the game. Really quiet game by Julius. Shai with 6 assists and 30 points. Ridiculous. Rudy Gobert, 9 rebounds. I mean, that's the big thing about having him in. But are they even winning the rebound battle? They are. They're winning the rebound battle. Like by 7. But it's like, I'd rather take away the 9 rebounds and have Naz Reid score than Rudy Gobert in for the 9 rebounds. That's just me personally. I don't think he should even touch the floor. Hartenstein got 7. We'll take that. Second chance points are even. Points in the paint. Look at this. A little bit more in the paint. Fast break points off of turnovers. Right here, man. This is where we win. 3-point percentage is about the same. We're hitting our shots, so we're winning the game. Field goal percentage is about equal. Free throws, we've made more of our free throws, which is surprising because we haven't done that this whole playoffs. We've been pretty poor free throw shooting team. We're doing a lot better at home, obviously, but we need to do that on the road. That's what I would love to see. 97-82, man. Come on. This is amazing. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Got me smiling ear to ear. Tet's needed for spacing. Yeah, man. Spacing and size. Leads are not safe in the playoff. We've seen that time and time again. Yes, I completely agree. That's why I said this can turn around pretty quickly. Shai is destroying every primary defender. Anthony Edwards has been the best one on him. I feel like they should keep him on him more. Dante DiVincenzo, when he's guarding Shai's 2 for 3. My goodness. I'm surprised they don't have Anthony Edwards guarding Shai more. Plays some intense defense. I guess they don't want to get him in foul trouble as much. But it looks like he's guarding him now. Great kick out by Hartenstein. Gets it over to Shai. We got to get the switch on him and Anthony Edwards. Goes for the midi. Misses. Yeah, we got to get the switch off of Ant-Man off of Shai this rest of the fourth quarter. I feel like that is a adjustment they can make where obviously you can't guard them all game, but great bucket by Jaden McDaniels right there. Solid bucket. What you got for me, Shai? 97-84, crucial fourth quarter. Game 2 on the line. Bang. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the mid range, 14-foot pull up jump shot. Come on, man. Anthony Edwards on the other end. Shai, great contest. Let's go, baby. Come on. Shai is such a good shot blocker. He's so underrated on the help. If you guys remember, he had that crazy block on Tatum. He's had a lot of blocks, man. I think he gets another call right here. He hit his head against his own player against Chet. I love that Shai is so smart about sitting on the floor getting rest. It's like a smart thing to do that Giannis doesn't do as much. Giannis stands up as soon as he gets fouled, and then he tries to take a rest on the free throw line by doing his countdown. Wow, Shai just got absolutely hammered in the face by Rudy Gobert. I said this in my pregame preview. If they go down 2-0, you don't play Rudy the rest of the way, and I'm going to stick by that. So if you're in here, know I made that take, and if they make that change, predicted it first, because I said that before the series even started. I was like, Naz Reid should just start. Like, Rudy can't guard Shai. Rudy can't guard Chet. All he is a rebounding guy, and that's it. He's not scoring anything. So Minnesota did come back against us earlier. We played too small that game. Yeah, both bigs were out in the fourth quarter. Yeah. If we don't have bigs in the game, then it's a huge problem against their size. But if if Chet and Hartenstein are in this game and series for the rest of the way, obviously, it's a problem for them. We're playing zone right now. I've been waiting for us to go into zone. We're in a opposite zone that I didn't want. We're in a 3-2. I wanted us in a 2-3. I actually prefer a 2-3 over a 3-2. Obviously, I understand maybe why. Wow, Shai is putting the moves. Oh my goodness. Shai is absolutely putting the moves on Jaden McDaniels. That was disgusting. He had him and his ankles twisting and turning that whole possession. 100-86, 6:45 to go. Shai absolutely just, man, impressive. What do you got for me, J-Dub? J-Dub going to the rack. Easy bucket. Nice little driving finger roll layup. We'll take that all day, man. Come on, man. Let's go, J-Dub. He's up to 19 points, 2 assists by Lou Dort. Anthony Edwards pulls up, brick again. There we go. Great steal by Caruso. And we're off to the races. 102-86, 6 minutes to go. Let's go, baby. It doesn't get better than this. Wow. Shai going to the free throw line. Gets fouled. They're clearly annoyed with Shai. What happened here? Ooh. Huge push by that's got to be a flagrant. You can't push a guy after the play. That's ridiculous. Just a blatant push because you're annoyed that you're down. Make some shots, Jaden McDaniels. How about that? How about you play some defense? How about you get in front of Shai? Come on, man. Unsportsmanlike conduct right there. That's a flagrant one. Get this guy out of here. Come on, man. Yeah, McDaniels with a dirty foul right there. Ridiculous. If you can't guard him, sure, foul him. Foul him in the play. Let him get a drive off, foul him, whatever. Cool. He'll probably get an and one. Live with it. Live with it, man. You can't guard him. This is what I said on my TikTok's on my Instagram, on my most recent Instagram post on Thunder Talk. I said that these guys can't guard him, so they have to resort to fouling. Oh, I see what he's annoyed about. He's annoyed that Shai keeps pushing his arm off. Hilarious. Shai is so smart. He pushes the off arm off of himself from McDaniels because McDaniels is hand checking. And McDaniels gets mad that he's not allowed to hand check him. So he goes and resorts to the foul call. Obviously the push. That is hilarious. That's what Shai does to defenders. And that's what he does to coaches too. he makes coaches go so crazy because you scheme around Shai, and he pretty much breaks your breaks the whole game plan, your defensive game plan. Because truthfully, what the answer is, if I was another opposing team's coach, I'm playing Shai one-on-one, and I'm putting my best defender on J-Dub. The reason that we're up as much as we are, J-Dub has 19 points. The smart play here is he's going to get his 30. He may even get his 40. He may even get his 50. Whatever he wants to get that night, he's probably going to get it unless he misses shots. And that's way more likely to happen. I'd rather count on that than have Chet and J-Dub going off for 15, 20 points themselves. And that's not helping my team anyways. So I'm surprised that teams don't do that with Shai. Similar to Luka Doncic. There's been games where Jokic, Luka, they go for 50, 60, 70 points, whatever. Sometimes they don't even win those games. So at some point, it's similar to like a boxing match. If you've ever boxed before, there's a technique in boxing where you let the other person take so many boxing shots at you that eventually they get more tired. And maybe not like with a guy like Shai that's so efficient. 11 for 18, 34 points, 11 for 13 on 3-point or free throw line. Maybe he's not the guy to deploy that type of strategy because he's not a Luka Doncic. He's way more efficient. But I would love to see. Oh, he called a travel on that. On Chet. His feet slid. It is what it is. Shai made his flagrant free throws. We'll take those. 2 for 2 on that. Still a long ways to go, guys. 6 minutes. Let's see if we can close this out. They're staying around. We haven't blown it open completely, right? So game's not fully over. Nice little jump shot right there by Anthony Edwards, 22-footer. Julius looks pissed on the bench right now. Shai, what you got for me? 88-103, 5 minutes to go. Come on, Shai. Cook it up. There we go. Gets into the lane. Oh, he misses an easy one. It happens. Your superstar misses some, makes some. Great defense by J-Dub and Chet. Amazing finish there by Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the drive. 13 points. Solid off the bench. He should be the one starting. He should be the one starting over Rudy Gobert. They should just go small, let him start. Cousin on cousin right now. Nickeil kicks it out to J-Dub. There we go. Shai kicks it out to J-Dub, gets the drive, easy finish, 21 points. That's what I'm saying. On top of the fact that you have to stop Shai, you also have to worry about J-Dub and Chet. And it's hard to do, man. It's hard to do. Good luck. Ooh. Naz Reid off the dribble. There we go. Love the Thunder fans that are absolutely in Anthony Edwards' ear right there on the corner. I love that. I love that. Shai's definitely getting worn down a little bit slowly. There we go. They're double teaming him now. There we go. J-Dub go into the paint. Shut. Please get that. Oh, my goodness. Shai has 4 fouls. Shai picks up 4 fouls, man. 4 minutes to go. Gosh. Yeah, Chet does travel. He's just a big guy going into the lane, so it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Great finish by Anthony Edwards on the other end on the previous basket. Hey, man, we've got to clean it up right here. Nickeil Alexander-Walker makes his first 2. Shai with 4 foul. Man, the foul trouble. Come on. Got to hit some shots. Can't have Shai in foul trouble. He's our only offensive guy right now. I'd hate for that. Yeah, Thunder needs to close this out. This is getting scary for me, man. They're getting into a 10-point game situation. 4 minutes to go. They're triple teaming Shai. They're saying everybody else shoot it. Lou Dort misses. Oh my goodness. This is looking ugly. This is looking ugly. Come on, boys. Chet, please finish. Please. There we go. And one by J-Dub. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness, we needed that. We needed that so badly. We needed that so badly. We needed something. Yeah, SGA's gassed. The way he's getting guarded right now, full court press the whole quarter. I don't know why they're asking him to carry the ball up the court. Like, J-Dub has hands. He can carry the ball up and give it to Shai up there while he rests. Shai's having to carry the ball up all the way up the court every single time. I feel like that's just a mistake because they're full court pressing him. Why not have J-Dub carry it up, man? Give Shai a rest off the ball for like 5 seconds. Such a obvious thing to do, but whatever. That's all I can say. I'm not the coach. Man, look at the turnovers. 14 by the Timberwolves. We got 8. J-Dub misses his free throw. Hartenstein's in. Come on, guys. Caruso fouls out here. Anthony Edwards is at the free throw line. Chet's going to have to come back in. Oh, man, that's a foul on Caruso. Man, Shai had the block on that too. There's no need to foul there. There's no need to foul. He played hard. Man, no Caruso in the lineup for the remaining 3 minutes. That's kind of worrisome. We're going to have to count on Kaysen, who hasn't hit a shot. Nah, this game is not out of reach. The game is not out of reach, guys. There's way too much time to say the game is out of reach. I just saw the Pacers come back in the last 2 minutes of a game. This game is not out of reach. They came back very easily. Great miss. Yeah, someone else carried up the court. There we go. There we go. We'll take it. Amazing. Great defense. They're trying their best. J-Dub's in the paint. Wow. Lou Dort's got it. 3 minutes. Shot clock violation. Turnover. Caruso is out. 3 minutes to go. Shai's gassed. And we have to count on Lou Dort to make shots. Come on. There we go. Great pass to Chet. Chet gets a bucket. 20 points between himself and J-Dub. J-Dub has 21. 26-foot jump shot by man. Chet with the loose ball foul. That's not a good time. Not a good time to foul right there. Come on, boys. This is closing time right here. We've been up the whole game. Don't give away the game. I'm saying this with 2:30 to go. Minnesota timeout. I am not liking this. I don't like this. I don't like the feeling in my stomach right now as a Thunder fan. How do you guys feel right now? Because Caruso's out. I hate that. I hate that so much. I feel like we don't need both of Kaysen and Dort on the floor. We need someone else to give us minutes, man. Goodness. Joe Kenrich and Aaron Wiggins have not given us enough minutes for them to be reliable. Wow, this is kind of scary. This is how it feels when you don't have one of the best 3 and D players on the floor with 6 fouls, and he's fouled out. Oh no. Oh no. I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried right now. We don't have Caruso, who's kind of the experienced guy. Wow. I think we put Hartenstein back in, possibly, and just rock and roll with the starting lineup, man, in this position, because either that or Kayson's gonna have to hit some shots. But we need boards. We're gonna need some boards. This is tough. This is tough right here. Scary time right now if you're a Thunder fan. No Caruso. I'm texting in the group chat. I'm letting the podcast guys know. Closing time. This is scary, guys. Does she have 5 fouls? There's no way. I'm going to flip out right now. Oh, God. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 5 fouls. There's not much time on the clock left. Or there's so much time on the clock left. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. 97 to 109. We beat them in the fourth quarter. Oh, they've beaten us actually in the fourth quarter, 26 to 16. They've dominated this quarter. We won the third. They've dominated this one by 10 points. Pretty much brought the game pretty close. Yo, we should probably. Shai can't foul in any scenario. Give them buckets. 2 minutes 30. We should be able to close this out. Please. Please, Lord. Please. I beg. I beg. Not another Shai Gilgeous-Alexander foul. Please. J-Dub carrying it up the court. I like that. Give Shai a rest. He's absolutely tired. They're going to go into a pick and roll scenario. Shai's going to get it here. Kick it back out. They double team him. Straight into a 3. He counts on his co-star. 26 points by J-Dub. That was huge. That gives me relief. 112.99. 2 minutes to go. Chet with a great contest right there against Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I just don't want to charge on Shai or a foul on Shai, offensive or defensive. They're double teaming him. He's already in the paint. It's too late, boys. Nice little driving layup by Shai, 36 points. Closing this game out is important. No Caruso. Great defense by mainly Lou Dort right there. Chet was a little late on the closeout. Jaden McDaniels hits that one. Hey, man. 1 minute 36. Just burn the clock. Just burn the clock. Hold the ball. Yeah, we'll take that inside. There we go. Chet easy bucket. Nice. 22 points. 4th assist by Lou Dort. Great savvy play to put it in the post because Rudy's not in the game. Foul call there by Lou Dort on Lou Dort. Interesting foul call. That's got to be ball game, right, boys? Got to be ball game. I appreciate you guys sticking it out. Everyone in here. I don't know who all is in here, man. All 20 of you guys. I appreciate it so much. 116 to 102. 1 minute to go. Anthony Edwards gets 2 calls, or he misses that first one. Yeah. Got to make that if you even want a decent chance at coming back. Come on, guys. Anthony Edwards, 31 points, and they still lose. Wow. The Chet bucket was huge. The J-Dub 3 was huge. Shai was gassed. And that's awesome, man. There we go. Shai gets the ball. Nice little block by Anthony Edwards. They're going to call it out on them. We'll take that. Come on, boys. Julius Randle, 32 minutes, 6 points, 2 for 11. I'll repeat that one more time. Julius Randle, 2 for 11 in the game. 6 points. Shai with the rock. Jaden McDaniels guarding him. Threw him off balance. Going to the free throw line. The refs call soft fouls. That's what it is, John. We're not in the 90s anymore. It's just that simple. But we won this. We won this, man. I love it. Free throw merchant this. Free throw merchant that. How about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? 38 points. Closeout game. This is pretty much it. You can't split at home against the Thunder. You're done. You're done in the series. You're cooked. Julius Randle turned into Ben Simmons tonight. That's hilarious, man. Pretty much. That's an amazing meme. Just put Julius Randle's face on Ben Simmons' body. Actually, put Julius Randle's face on Julius Randle's body, because this is what we're used to in the playoffs. You play Julius Randle every time he plays a decent defensive team. This is what he does. This is hilarious. Hilarious, man. Can't guard the Thunder at all. There we go. Great rebound by Chet. Finishing this out. We love this. We love this. Oh my goodness. Come on, Shai. What you got for me? 36 seconds. Smartly brings the ball out. Just run the clock. There we go. Get him his last foul if you have to. What you got for me, Chet? There we go. We'll take the whole clock being burned out. 24 seconds. Game is over. Amazing. Amazing finish without Caruso right there. We're going to go straight into a post-game live. Let me get the guys on here. There we go, boys. Game time. That was a little worrisome when we had Shai kind of in foul trouble right there, but love it. All right. Yeah, we got Joe joining in a couple minutes, so we'll definitely break down the game. But before he gets in here, I'll break down the game. I'll break it down with you guys. My goodness. 2-0 lead. Oh my God. We'll start with the Thunder. Screw the Timberwolves. What even is a Timberwolf? What even is that? What's a Timberwolf? Come on, man. Thunder up. Let's go. Jalen Williams. Absolutely big for us. 26 points. Plus 17. Chet, 22 points. Whoa. J-Dub had 10 rebounds and that amazing of a defense and 5 assists. Wow. No wonder they lost. Chet, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, but 22 points. That's huge. I'll take 22 points from Chet. Hartenstein, 26 minutes, 6 points, kind of in foul trouble, 8 rebounds. We'll take that. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, I believe. We'll take that. Luguntz Dort, 9 points, but 29 plus minus 20 plus 29. Probably his primary defender was Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. And we'll look at Julius's stat sheet here in a second for why that's at plus 29. My goodness. 41 minutes. I love this. Please play your stars. There we go. Well, I would love even more minutes for Chet. I'd love more minutes for Chet. I've been saying we play Shai, J-Dub, and Chet 40 minutes. No team in the league can beat us. There's so many games where we rest these guys. I love it in the Western Conference Finals. I loved it from the start. Shai played most of that first quarter, so we didn't let up a lead. I love that. 38 points plus 25, 5 fouls, means he was defending. Only one turnover. One turnover in 41 minutes. Do you know how many turnovers I used to watch Russell Westbrook have? No offense. Love Russell Westbrook. My favorite player. I have a whole account based on that guy. The amount of turnovers that man had. This guy has one turnover in the amount of minutes, 41 minutes. Come on, man. Ridiculous. 8 assists. Huge. 3 steals. Playing absolute, amazing. You know what you're not going to get out of another superstar? The efficiency, the defense, the focus, the minutes. Come on, man. That was it. Yeah, that was about as close as we wanted to get as Thunder fans. Completely right, Parker. I appreciate you joining in. What up, Bradley? SGA just had his 9th 30-point game of the postseason. I know, man. Love it. Mr. Consistency. Mr. MVP. I'm not going to say any more cringe stuff, but there's a lot more I can say. Keep breaking this down. Cason Wallace, 27 huge minutes. He ended up shooting 33%. I'll take it. Made 2 of 6. I'll take that all day. Would have preferred 3 of 6. He usually hits a little bit more. 3 of 7 from the field goal. And plus 10, 8 points. What is that? 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Amazing rebounding by the guards. Wait, Lou Dort got 9 points and 8 rebounds and 4 assists and 2 steals? How did I even skip over that? Oh my goodness. What in the world? What in the world? And then we got big 9 points by Caruso. Amazing defense. I don't even care about the -5. He's been amazing. 19 of 24 from the free throw line. We made our free throws. They were 20 of 26. So it was pretty much a even battle here. We'll move over to the Minnesota Timberwolves and look at these guys and break down what they did. 22 points by Jaden. Amazing defense, solid defense on the boy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Julius Randle, 6 points, -15, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 9 rebounds, only 5 points. I felt like he was a non-factor in this game. His 9 rebounds don't even matter. I'll break that down a little bit later. Anthony Edwards, 32 points, but on 12 of 26. Exactly what we want from him. There we go. He made shots, but 1 for 9 from the 3-point line. That's the thing about him. When he expends so much energy trying to get to the basket, he starts losing lift on his 3-point shot, and that's what happens. He got 10 free throws. Pretty solid. I mean, made 7 of his. Naz Reid, 10 points. 8 rebounds. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 17 points. I don't think their bench can play any better alongside Anthony Edwards playing any better. The only guy that didn't have step up was Julius Randle in this one. Like their whole team as a game plan, they played as well as they could have and kept it as close as they could probably get it. And even with Julius Randle, let's say he scores 10 more points or something, that'll be a closer game. That's about a perfect Timberwolves game. And I feel like we still win that. We still win that with closing minutes. So I'll get Rafi up here. Joe will join us. We're going to go to the full screen. Let me switch up the way it looks right now. There we go. We don't need the shared screen anymore. I'm out of my hosting Zones. What's up, Jack?
How's it going?
Going great,
Great
bro.
game.
Yeah,
Feeling
great game.
good?
I'm feeling great, man. I was a little nervous when I saw Shai had the 5 fouls and Crusoe had fouled out, and it was still within reach. But then we hit a couple shots with J-Dub pretty much hitting that 3, and then the Chet 2, and then it pretty much got closed out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what we do, really. Those third quarter runs, like, it feels like every game we've had one of those third quarter runs where they can't score, we can't miss. I mean, that oop to Shet was disgusting and had no business going in, but it did. Shai got that block. The offense just clicks, and we just go into some hyper mode that we can only tap into at random points in the game, but it works so well.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to watch that.
It's always coming out of the second half. I was telling Rafi at halftime, I don't know what Mark's telling these guys, but he's having them run through a brick wall for him, because even if we're not hitting shots or whatever, these guys just step up, and mainly Shai. Shai takes full accountability and responsibility on hitting his jump shots, man. So he went berserk, and I think that was when I pointed out that Shai was just simply outplaying Anthony Edwards in the third quarter, and that's where the difference was. We got Joe. Welcome in, bro.
What's up, guys? What's going on? We do our intro?
Well, I kind of just did an intro, so we can keep it rolling.
All right, man. Well, quite the game. I mean, didn't love the ending, but let me tell you something. I'm seeing kids turn into men with J-Dub and Chet. Outstanding games from the both of them, especially J-Dub. I don't think we pulled that one out at the end without him, to be honest. And couldn't really ask for more. Shai on MVP night showed like he played like the MVP for sure. Kicking their ass so bad that McDaniels got pissed and threw him to the ground, which we'll take every day. Now the pressure's going to be on. Yeah, now the pressure's going to be on us, though. You know, we gotta go in there and take one. We gotta go in there and take one of the two, preferably the first one. If we get that first one, obviously series should be over. If we lose that first one, pressure's on us. We got to take that second one. So I'm gonna enjoy these first two wins, but we got to go get that third one in Minnesota.
My thoughts are, I think the amount of minutes that we played, these guys, they've got to get a little bit of rest going into the next game. The reason we started out so hot in this one is in the first quarter, we played Shai pretty much the whole first quarter to keep us in it. And I feel like that was the difference. Mark playing Shai and J-Dub higher minutes than we typically do. Usually they get a lot more rest throughout the game. I feel like Mark really wanted to win this one. I could tell the way he played the minutes showed that he really wanted this one going in. And that showed me, that was the thing I said in the earlier part of the game, is it shows that he believes that we can definitely take one of the two games that are upcoming. I feel like it's a little bit more likely that we take the second of the two, because coming off this grueling kind of game. So that's kind of my prediction, that we take that second one at home and on their home court, and then finishing it in 5.
86 for the combined 3, J-Dubs, Chet, Shai. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a big 3 for sure. My prediction, listen, we should beat this team every game. I know it's the playoffs and every game's different, every game's hard. We just got to play to our strengths and listen, Minnesota's got to figure out what to do. They sat Randall for, pretty much the whole fourth, and he couldn't. We took him out of the game today, which I completely expected. Not as bad, but we were all expecting this. Our defense and our matchups will figure him out pretty easily. And had another really inefficient game. That's what I expect from him. I think he'll get one game in Minnesota that he plays very well in, but they were trying to say that Ant got his tonight. Ant didn't do much. I think it was like 12 of 26 or whatever.
He stat
We
padded
go
the
in
fourth.
there. Yeah, I mean, they were pushing a comeback. They were trying to pull at Indiana, but J-Dub closed this one out, really, and Shea. We go in there, and like Shea said, we start fast. I'm not worried about resting people. I mean, it's the Western Conference Finals. There's no time to rest. We had the first game. We played Kenrich. We played a lot of Isaiah Joe. We played, the bench guys in the fourth. We should go get game 3. There's no reason we shouldn't. Nothing's going to be different. Just the atmosphere. We're not home. Go in and just win game 3 and finish the series. Now, if Minnesota does come out and play their best brand of basketball and take game 3, and we got something to talk about. But right now, let's go in and win the third one.
What do you think, Jack?
Well, I wanted to credit you because you said I think it was in the predictions about Julius Randle just not being him, and he's going to struggle against the Thunder defense. And I didn't entirely believe it. I thought he'd still put up some good numbers because he's been pretty hot this playoffs. But holy shit, he had a stinker. 18% from the field, 2 for 11, 0 for 3 from 3. I mean, set the fourth. So credit to Satbear for predicting that one.
That's J-Dub, man. That's all defense, second team. J-Dub taking that guy completely out of the game, playing physical with him. J-Dub played awfully physical tonight. It was awesome to watch. When J-Dub looks like that and he's shooting well, like his middies and threes were on fire tonight, but the aggressiveness he played with, came back down from nobody, that's a different type of animal. I think this is probably one of the better games I've seen from J-Dub. I know he's had some great scoring performances, but just like all around games, this was truly impressive tonight. I'm super excited for the guy. He looks like he's the real deal.
Lou Dort had a big game as well. If you look at his, I was breaking that down before you guys got in here. 9 points, plus 29 overall for his defense, and then on top of that, he had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. He kind of did it all as well. I feel like the whole team came together and gelled. I mentioned this in the last game. That was the first game that I'd seen the big 3 and the rest of the team kind of pull together a typical Thunder win that we've been used to in the regular season. We hadn't seen that neither of the previous 2 series. And the other prediction that I made, by the way, was eventually they're going to have to give away and sit Rudy Gobert, because playing that style, Rudy Gobert has been a non-factor in this game and the previous one. He can't guard Shai. He's fouling us. On top of it, they're giving up 3-pointers way too easily, mid-range way too easily. And he's just, if he can't guard and he can't provide anything outside of rebounding, he's pretty much a traffic cone out there. And I predicted that if they go down 2-0, their adjustment should be starting Naz Reid, playing small ball, and hoping that the lack of rim protection doesn't hurt them, because that's their only way of even maybe taking one game off of us. If they keep playing the same style, they're getting swept. They're going to get swept.
Here's the question. I think Chris Finch is a good coach. I think he leads by example terribly, the way he bitches and moans. I think it's ridiculous. But he is smart. If he does come out and make those adjustments starting small, we got to start small too now. And we didn't look great in the fourth, but we looked really good in those first 3 quarters. We've been going away from double big pretty early, about like 3 minutes into the game, and that's all we've been playing. I guess just to start off with Gobert, but if they go small, we go small. I still favor us, especially with guys like Kaysen and Caruso. I think it's going to have to be Nickeil Alexander-Walker and DiVincenzo shooting the lights out. But again, DiVincenzo, this isn't a matchup for him, and that showed again tonight where he sat most of the end of the third and the whole fourth quarter. So
yeah, he stunk it up today.
It's just bad matchups for them. But if there is anything I could say bad about tonight, which I didn't enjoy, was we're up 22 at the end of the third, and now we're giving them a little bit of something to work with, a little bit of faith going back home. They won the last quarter by what? What did they win the last quarter by? Like 9 points or so. that's giving them a little bit of momentum. Going home, especially, showing a little bit of flaws on our side. Hopefully, it was just we played like shit and we'll play better. But they got something working over there.
Yeah, we got some great comments here. El Sombra mentioned, McDaniel's foul trouble woes have really cost him because you can't really play the full amount of time against him. Losing your best point of attack defender is horrible. It feels like they can't put together a full performance, and even if they could, I still don't think they can beat us. I was looking at the way they played today. Even if they had Randall on for, even let's say he scored 10 more points, they still lose this game. That's where they're at pretty much. They have to play nearly a perfect game, and I feel like they can maybe pull one game off where they play nearly perfect, or Anthony Edwards shoots magically from the three-point line in one game. But outside of that, I don't see many opportunities for growth, because if your bench is going to do so well in the first half and you're not going to capitalize on it going into the second half of the game, when are you going to win the game? What game are you even going to win, in my opinion? The other point Bradley mentioned was Shai's averaging 34.5 points per game in the Western Conference Finals right now. I've got some other stats that I'll pull up here. OKC is 7-1 at home right now. Obviously, our margin of victory has increased from 24.5 to 27.6 in the 7 home victories. I feel like that's got to be some sort of record. We're 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. Game 3 is in Minnesota on Saturday, and this is the best time to be a Thunder fan. We've been waiting since 2016 to get back into this scenario situation. Our MVP just won MVP night. 38 points on great efficiency, 8 assists. I mean, the big 3 played nearly a perfect game that you could, as well as you could, conjure up right here. And in the last 5 games, Shai has 38 points, 31 points, 35 points, 32 points, 31 points. You have to start appreciating his greatness, regardless of if there's a free throw line or not. Hey, Timberwolves fans, we'll give you our free throws and we'll still win the game. Seriously.
Yeah, he absolutely dominated tonight. There was nothing they could do about it. They, as much as they want to complain and complain and complain, he was frying them from everywhere, from 3, from mid-range. Doesn't matter who they put on them, they were getting cooked, and it led to McDaniel's temper tantrum, which is funny to me, right? Because all we hear is the Thunder won't go to the finals because of their inexperience. Minnesota's more experienced. Well, Minnesota has been to the Western Conference Final last year, and that's all they got experience-wise, right? So it's pretty much even. And it's laughable to say inexperienced, because our team looks calm, cool, collected, very experienced, while
we're the nonchalants. We're the
right.
nonchalants.
While Minnesota's throwing temper tantrums and can't calm down their heads, and it's sad. It's sad. It really is. But that's what I said before. It starts with the head coach, and he does it as well. So it's not their fault.
We also broke this down in the preview. I mentioned we're not the Golden State Warriors, and we are certainly not the Lakers. We're not Jackson Hayes. We have Chet Holmgren. We have Hartenstein. We're not Draymond Green. We're not small in the paint. The problem is the game plan that they inserted in the first half worked. They just didn't carry it out for the full 48, which was going for rim pressure. But the problem is Julius Randle is not really a guy that gets downhill that way. He's more of a shot making. Yeah, he relies on the block, and he can't process decision making quick enough. So he's pretty much out of the game when you try to attack us to the basket. Anthony Edwards did a solid job of that, but I mentioned this as well. The more Anthony drives, the worse his 3-point shooting gets, because he gets more and more tired. He's like a boxer. You want him to keep driving on you, or you want him to keep just chucking up shots, because eventually that man will tire out. He did that in the last Western Conference Finals. He got tired out, and he's doing that right now. So I just don't see many avenues, man.
I don't either. I'm extremely excited to see how we look in Minnesota. We know how we looked the first game in Memphis, ended up winning probably wasn't going to win that game if Ja didn't go down. Was going to win the series in 5. Don't get it wrong. But we've had really good games in Denver. 2 that we didn't win, but 3 hard-fought games in Denver. We only took 1. I'd like to see growth on the road. That's the last thing I'm looking from this team is just can we, supply the same product that we put out at home in Minnesota. If we do, they don't beat us more than once this series. It's literally just, are we going to play our style? Are we going to play our ball, or are we going to shoot 43s and miss them all and screw up a game? Because that's the only way we lose. It's the only way we lose.
It's mainly on J-Dub, Shet, and Shai, obviously, because from what I've watched this playoffs, the role players' offense vanishes when we're on the road. You don't get anyone scoring more than 10 points on any good efficiency, so we really need to look to the big 3. I mean, they had a fantastic night tonight, but if we can, if Shai sets the tone, then everyone feeds off them on the road. At home, we're pretty good at feeding off the crowd, but when we're on the road, different story. So it'll be interesting.
I agree. I look for the big 3, Shai, Chet, Dub, and I look forward to leaning on not Kaysen. Well, it would be nice, but Alex Caruso. I mean, he's another guy who showed up on the road, even though, it looks like he shoots better at home. His defense travels, and that's key for our team. Defense travels, right? So as long as we just come out shooting decent and playing the defense we're known for, we should go up 3-0. We really should. And it's crazy to think about that. I'm so hesitant to say that because it's like we're not going up 3-0 in a Western Conference final, right? Like there's no way. And I'm still hesitant, but if you watch the product on the court, we should be going up 3-0. There's no reason not to go up 3-0 besides maybe Ant goes for 40 type game where he was trying to get it going tonight, and he did at times, but even at in the end, shooting 40% from the field is not going to win you games, and that's who he is as a player at this moment.
He shot 46 from the field. I mean, it was solid, but he had to do that 26 times just to get his 12 shots to make for the 32. It's just not the efficiency that you want from that level of a player. And I also feel like it's overblown because of the type of personality that Anthony Edwards has. He's closer to Ja Morant than he is to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. It's way overblown. MJ's son is not. Like I said in the last recording, MJ's son is more of a distant cousin than anything. He's nowhere close to any of these guys.
I'm related to MJ. Come on now.
Huh?
That's a good saying. That's a good saying, but listen, there is something with that guy where if he smells blood, he turns into a different beast, and you saw that come out a little bit in the fourth quarter. Luckily, J-Dub was able to answer a few times down the stretch, but he wasn't messing around. He was knocking down his shots in the fourth. That's where his percentage went up. So it's about not giving him that percentage, not giving him that chance. Don't even let him smell blood. Just kill him. Kill him while he's down. That 22-point lead should have turned it into 30. I don't care. Don't get comfortable now. It's the playoffs. It's a Western Conference final. And it easily can, and it probably will. But that's where Ant's good is when he sees a little bit of weakness, a little bit of tiredness. That's when that's where he thrives. Also, he's very good defensively. I'll say he's very good defensively. Super athletic as well, so he's able to protect the rim. He had a couple blocks tonight, a couple blocks last game. But
I still stick by my statement, regardless.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Edwards guarding Shai.
He was the best defender on Shai. They broke it down. He was the only one really making any impact, and
so
Shai,
he was.
Go ahead.
My bad. He was the best defender on Shai. I saw 3 shots go in and out. He still got to his spot. He just missed a shot. He's riding super confident right now. I've never seen him this confident before. Tonight, I think getting the trophy. I honestly think it really meant something to him, and now he's like, all right, yeah, I am that.
And having CP3 in the crowd and his wife, because his wife is usually not on the front row. So I feel like that's huge for him too. So like both those factors, he played a nearly perfect game tonight, as well as you can get. So
he did. Man, he looked. I mean, he looked like the best player in basketball. He really did, and there's nothing they could do to stop him. Sapir, can I talk to you about something? Do I have permission?
Of course.
I was almost crying physically when I saw Minnesota go into zone and OKC hit the middle 3 times in a row. They hit Caruso 2 times in a row and Chet 3 times in a row, and they scored on each possession. I was pleading, I was begging for this against Denver. They had no idea what to do. Today, Minnesota's like, all right, we can't guard a man. Let's go to zone. They were out of that zone in 2 minutes because we were hitting that middle and just scoring at ease, bro. Caruso floater, Caruso jump shot. There's an alley-oop wide open. There's a kick out to Casey wide open. I mean, they have no answers, man.
Can I respond to the zone comment? The
Absolutely.
type of zone Timberwolves played is completely different than the type of zone the Nuggets played. The zone Timberwolves played is a very soft zone that you can attack in the middle. The box and 1 stuff they were running that was so advanced that would turn into like a 2-3. Sometimes it's a box and 1. Is so much way more advanced than the type of zone that they were running here that you can attack that like all day. That's like a AAU high school level type of thing that it's not that advanced. They were going from they were doing a lot more movement in terms of their zone where they were moving it up sometimes, high press in the half court, sometimes a low press. They were switching it up on Shai so much. That's why it was a harder read. The read for theirs is they had a stagnant zone. You go into the middle, you hit up a shot, or you pass it out. Super easy read. Against the Jokic-led smart Nuggets team, way harder. And
it looked a bit harder, but that middle was still wide open.
It was open. Hard. It looked a lot more. It looked a lot more open than it was.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's actually open. It's like wide open. You hit it into the middle. There's no pressure. In that one, there were still 2 defenders that you had to figure out what you were going to do. And so that's the difference, but yeah.
But I guess we can do some predictions here, Jack. Game 3 prediction.
I'm going to predict a win, but if we were going to lose a game, I'd want us to lose game 3. But I think it's hard to say because I still think we're going to win in 5. But I realistically would lose game 4 and then win back. But I'm going to say a win. It's going to be a close one and probably the toughest game we've played against them so far because they're on their home court. Still going to embarrass them.
I was going to say, Rafi, go ahead, man.
I think we're definitely going to win game 3. 107 to 104. That's my score prediction.
Oh, he gave us the score prediction too. I love it. Snap here, go ahead.
Man, I'm gonna break down my thought process.
Yeah, I like that.
Western Conference Finals 2016. What happened in that was absolutely despicable. How we had a 3-1 lead. What I don't want in this scenario is us to go up 3-0. They win game 4. It's 3-1. They somehow beat us on our home court because there's a lot of pressure. We have a young team. And then it snowballs, right? I don't want that scenario for us. What I'd prefer is if we lose this next game and then we win the next 2, I'd feel a lot more comfortable with that scenario, with that type of mindset. Because it'll keep us on a little bit more edge. Like, oh, it's 2-1. It's not 3-1. It gives a different mentality. You're up 3-0, you get comfortable. And I'm not saying because we have a young team or inexperience or anything like that. It's just trying to close out on the other team's home court and then they come back after a win. There's momentum in the NBA. I believe in that. And I'd rather them not come off a win on their home court going into ours and us having to close out in a high pressure scenario where it's going to be probably a really close game, 5-point game. I prefer it the other way around where we come off the momentum. We lose the next one. We win the one after that. Then we win the one after that. That's my prediction. I prefer it that way. I still think we can win 2 in a row. We've seen it with the Nuggets. I think that game 5 at home in the other scenario is going to be such a toss up of who could win because of the ratcheted up pressure that I don't know if I want to even go through that as a Thunder fan.
So times we lost during the regular season on the road, and even in this playoff, was when our shooting just went stale. We just couldn't find a shooter. Role players couldn't shoot. Shai, Lou, Dub couldn't shoot. I think we still come out on top, even if we aren't having our best shooting game, because we shot like shit again tonight at home, and we still win by double digits. We were up by 24, 22 points and, gave away a little. That fourth quarter does scare me. They are going to have a little bit of momentum running into Minnesota. I think if we're able to shoot just a little bit higher than our average, we take the third game. I really do. I just don't see anywhere they're better. I just don't think they're better anywhere. I could see Minnesota going on a run. I don't think they end it early. I think we go up 3-0. I think we go up 3-0. I think they'll get the fourth one, maybe. Right now, I'm just going to give you I think we win the game on Saturday.
I'm going to double down real quick. If we win next game, it's a sweep. If we're up 3-0,
that's what I was about to say.
Let me tell you, if we're up 3-0, there's no way.
We are 100% sweeping this team. I'm telling you right now. 100%.
Bold statement, Raph.
We're sweeping them. That's it.
So here's my thing. So, breaking down game 3, if they are going to make their adjustments, I kind of expect it's, more Nikhil, more Nas, less Rudy, less Randall, less Dante.
No, they need a little bit more Dante. Dante's been solid.
They could leave Dante out there. He's been getting cooked on defense. But anyway, less Rudy, less Randall.
That's the move.
That opens up a lot of more space for Edwards to get downhill what they want. That's what they want. I think that's what we want as well, because they can't match us 2 for 2. They can't. No team in the league can match us 2 for 2. The only way to beat OKC is you got to shoot 80% from 3 one night. That's really it. So we're gonna just have to hope Nikhil and Nas don't go for 20 each, 15 each, respectively. And hope that Dante doesn't end up getting crazy over there too. Because if they start spraying, then we might have a bit of a problem because we know our shooting doesn't travel so well as of now. It might. But I just, if they're trying to match us 2 for 2, it's what they did tonight. The game plan was to get to the rim, and you can't beat OKC. They have the best scorers of the 2 ball ever. Shai's gonna get his more than 50% of the time. When J-Dub's on, it's more than 50% of the time. Chet's big as hell. You just got to lay the ball in. Hartenstein's dunking on everybody. You can't match them. You're going to lose possessions. And when we stack up fast break points, that's where you lose the game. And then it's just a luxury when we hit 3 threes in the third quarter and then you're done. So it's going to be a close game, but I really think we're going to win game 3. And I hope I'm not wrong.
Completely agree. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of these game charts. One thing I did in the halftime was I compared Shai's shot diet versus Anthony Edwards. We can look at this real quick. Anthony Edwards is mainly shooting from the outside, whereas Shai's pressure is at the rim and at the basket and at the mid level of the court.
This is from tonight?
Yeah, this is from tonight right here. Shot diet right here. Mm-hmm. And by Shai, you can see all the green spots. So,
yeah, man. I mean, listen. I'm out of words. Jack, I'm out of words, man. I'm out of words. I'm so happy to see you.
I love the 2-3 field goals. He doesn't need to shoot threes, does he? He's not the greatest 3-point shooter, and he's the best mid-range shooter, the best driver in the league. So I love it when he gets to that, and then he pulls up with the big 3 when we need it. But those games where he gets up 7 threes in the first half and you're just sitting there with your hands in your head you can score on anyone who's in front of you. Can you please go do it? And that's what we saw tonight. So
one thing I will say,
what's up?
Can we pull up the stats from the game today? The Minnesota 3-point stats.
Yeah, man.
My phone's dead right now, but
Do you want these or do you want? You can see it right here. 3-point for Minnesota.
3-point percentage. All right,
Yeah, right here.
3-point percentage was still at 28.2. They started off a bit better today. It kind of ended up falling off because they're taking contested threes and some of them are open. But if they're relying on like Randall to shoot the lights out, it's just not going to happen most of the time. Like Randall's been great, but it's just not going to happen most of the time. This number, that 3-point percentage number, will be closer to 40 at home, most likely. McDaniel shoots pretty well at home. He got it going tonight a little bit as well. Obviously, Ant's going to shoot
series.
Yeah, Ant's going to be shooting better. It's about our 3-point percentage. It's about if theirs goes to 40, ours need to go to about 33 to 36.
Yeah.
And then we just have to continue to attack the basket. Don't fall in love with the 30.
To ask for either.
Yeah, 33% is all I want from this team. League average, and we'll win.
Is if Kaysen makes 2 more threes than he missed in the first half. We have 33% right there. So, I mean, match them by 5 to 6% in the 3-point percentage on the road, and then don't fall in love with the 3 like we did. If you see them make 2 threes, we don't have to make 3 in a row. We can still get 2 baskets in the paint. We get to the free throw line. I think they figured that out. I really do. The problem they were having was they fell in love with the 3 against Denver too early, too often, and they were just wasting possessions because, not to be that brutal, but Lou Dort in that series, every time he shot a 3, it was a wasted possession until Game 5 at home, when he clutched up for us. But like possessions like that, now we're turning into getting to the rim or finding a better shooter, quote unquote better shooter. Like I do like Kaysen shooting the ball. He got it going in the second half today. But getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, extra passes, just finding the right play. Like we've been finding Chet down low, and he's been covered, but then he makes one drop step, and he's making a pump fake, and he's putting it in the basket every time. We're figuring out how to play playoff basketball and how to play our own shape of playoff basketball, and it's frightening, man. It's frightening to see.
Yeah, I want to break some things down here. Rudy Gobert got out-rebounded by Jalen Williams. That's one thing. The second thing is, if you're not winning the rebound battle by too much, there's no reason to have him on the court, as I have been saying the whole time. On top of it all, look at this. Second chance points. Points in the paint is where we're really destroying them with having J-Dub's rim pressure. I'll pull up his stats real quick to the side for us if I can find him here. We got so many Jalen Williams. There we go. Got the right one.
You got to get the right one. Don't be the guy. Don't be the guy.
Exactly. We got number 8, J-Dub. So he only shot a couple times from outside, but mainly he was doing a lot of his work in the paint. The paint pressure that we're putting on this team is unmatched. I think that's where the difference is. That's why I said Julius Randle will drop off, because I don't believe in him from a rim pressure standpoint. He's never been that player. He's a shot-taking, point forward type of guy. And if he's not going to hit his back down threes, and we're one of the best teams at denying when he's backing down, we'll front him. He's not used to fronting defense. Shai's fronting him. Caruso's fronting him. Smaller defenders are fronting him. And on top of that, we have backdoor help with Lou Dort, Chet. So he's just not used to that type of defense. And so the combination of Rudy and Julius Randle being non-factors, as we've been mentioning this whole time, is the reason we're probably going to end up winning this series here.
Yep.
It's just that simple.
It really is that simple. Unless we go off on a tangent and screw ourselves over, it's that simple. And I wish I could give you guys more right now. I wish I could give some devil's advocate, because I want to. Like, I don't want to say this is a sweep, because one, it shouldn't be. It's the Western Conference Final. No matter what, it shouldn't be a sweep. We most likely shouldn't go up 3-0.
Joe, we won 18 more games than them.
That's one thing. And another thing is, it's just, you watch the game, you watch the product on the court, and it's just, there's not many ways they could get better, Minnesota. They could shoot better, but does that help them defend us? Does that help them get to the rim better? Does that help them stop fouling? Like, no. Can they execute on our level consistently? No, because they're inefficient. And that's what we all said in the series preview. I said, this kind of favors OKC a lot because Edwards isn't very inefficient. I said, I know that Randall has been super efficient, but we know he's been a very inefficient player his whole career. And then the rest of them, I mean, none of them are that good to really be like, okay, we got to worry about this guy a lot. Like Nas is great, but he's not like 30 points a game. McDaniels is good when he's shooting well, but when he's losing his mind because he can't guard the best player in the world, he's done.
He's the same guy that punched a wall and fractured his hand in a playoff game, I believe. So he loses his mind pretty quickly.
Yeah, I have a question about the whole Minnesota squad. Do you guys think that they're way too far where we're living in their heads rent free because of Shai?
That's actually a really good question, and I'm going to answer that first. I don't even think it's because of Shai. I truthfully think, and tell me if I'm wrong here, I think it's Chris Finch. The way he reacts to Shai scoring on them, the way he reacts to certain foul calls, the way he reacts to no foul calls for his team, it's like it's excuse after excuse after excuse, and the players feed off that. I grew up playing with a coach who, we couldn't talk to the ref, we couldn't complain about a ref, we couldn't say, "Oh, that's a foul, I deserve 2 shots." Chris Finch complains every damn play, even if it's an inbound play. Like for example, we had a fast break off a steal, got a layup. They called timeout. It flashed right over to Chris Finch, arguing about what? Nothing happened on the play. We just hit a layup. That was in the third quarter run. I was mind blown because they flashed to him right away, and I'm like, is he arguing about something from last game? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. So I think it comes from the coach, Rafi. But great question, man.
Great question. I think we mentioned this in the regular season. This team, not just Shai included, this team makes other fan bases crash out, makes other coaches crash out. We've seen the same coach crash out. We've seen the same team crash out on us. We saw Jaden McDaniels today. All of Twitter, all they're going to talk about is nonsensical conversations. They're not going to talk about enjoying basketball for what it is, for the purity of the game, the fact that a guy came into the league 11th overall, went from a 10-point per game scorer, 19, all the way to a 30-point per game scorer, led the league in drives for 5 straight years, won an MVP at a small market, turned around to rebuild. They don't want to focus on the positives of just basketball. It comes with the territory. Same for the Pacers. Same for the Knicks. It feels like the meme pages, I feel like, have ruined the negative meme pages have ruined basketball discourse to just being memes. More people care about funny stuff around the entertainment part of the NBA than actual basketball discourse the way we're doing it here. Of course, we have the basketball sickos that there's 27 of them watching us right now. But more people would way more enjoy us right now if we were hating on Anthony Edwards or if we were hating on Shai's game. I bet you we'd have like 400 people in here.
Or if we had a really bad game, because we're averaging thousands of viewers when we lose. But when we win, people aren't enjoying the actual game breakdown. This is what makes it so sweet, right? We get our viewers. We still get hundreds and hundreds when we win because they love OKC and they love good basketball. They don't fall into the trap on Twitter. And it's great to see that NBA players themselves, teammates of Shai, teammates of other teams' players in the NBA are saying he's getting to their line because he's getting fouled. He's killing you. He's absolutely destroying you. He is, bro. They loved OKC 2 years ago because we weren't dominating their favorite player. But when they're seeing so say a lot of people love the Timberwolves, they're gonna cry just because they're coaching their players. A lot of people could like a team, but their favorite player, like a team like Charlotte, but right now their favorite player is Ann Edwards. They're crashing out because they are getting absolutely dominated, and this is their last chance at hope of winning anything. And I would probably be crashing out too. I wouldn't be screaming at the refs, but I'd be like, it's so mind blowing because you can't beat them. There's no way to beat them.
Mhm.
There's like, you just can't match up with them. Their depth, they want to say, oh, well, they can't sign everybody. Okay, buddy, hold on. Deal with it now. You're down 2-0. The fouls, it was 22-22 last game. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm pretty sure they were damn near even free throw attempts this game, too. And if you watch the game, last game, Ant shot one layup. That's his only shot in the paint from last game. The rest of the team doesn't shoot in the paint. They tried to get it going today, but they're still jacking up a bunch of threes. And you got to play a certain way to get these calls. You're playing super physical and fouling the best or second best player in the NBA. Yes, he's going to get a foul call. The problem is J-Dub's getting to the line, Chet's getting to the line, and they're still complaining about those calls. Like two free throw differential tonight. I can't wait to talk to Minnesota fans about that because it was 5 the first game, and they shot 26 more threes than OKC in the first game. They're done. They're done. There's no way to beat them. Just cry. I love it because then you get to see the actual basketball fans, the people who know about basketball. They watch basketball or they played it professionally somehow, college, overseas. Like people who actually play or have really enjoy watching basketball are really enjoying watching Shai and this team, and that's what it is.
And it's what they've been asking for years now. They're like, oh, we need the physical defense, the stop jacking threes, get downhill. And now that they've got it, they don't like it. And
Jack,
the Thunder
they were
is the
asking
easiest
for-
team.
Keep going.
No, Thunder's the easiest team to hate on in the league. First off, if you're a page, that's free clicks. Yeah, they're winning. It's easy to hate the winners, but
This generation grew up on Curry, so they're definitely not used to seeing a guy drive in a lot because all they like to see and what every NBA team has implemented since Curry had that era was we have to shoot threes or we're not going to win. And then I have another question. Do you think that the backbone of our hate is because apparently we took the Supersonics team? Do you think that's where the hate started?
Not in this.
No, because here's what happened. Team, they loved OKC when they were just getting started with KD and Russ and Hart. They loved OKC. The better they got, Russ, top 3 hated player of all time. Kevin Durant, top 10 hated player of all time. James Harden has his fans. A lot of people shit on him. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing's happening now. What Jack said, they wanted to see physical defense. They wanted to see more drives to the paint. We're bringing that. They wanted to see Ant versus Shai in the Western Conference Finals. They were begging for this 2 years ago. They finally got it, and they're all rooting for Ant because we won 68 games, and they're getting shit on. That's where the hate comes from. It's moronic. It's stupid. It's brainless, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, I feel like the other thing is all the Lakers fans are sitting at home, and if Luka's not in it, they're just going to bandwagon off of who they think has the next most aura, and that goes to Anthony Edwards. I feel like most casual fans relate way more with Anthony Edwards because he talks trash, acts like a tough guy, acts like a Jimmy Butler, but he can't win the same way as the way he talks is not the same performance that he puts on the court. You can act a certain way.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently. He'll get there. I'm not saying he's not going to get there. He'll get there. He's only 23 years old. 3-4 years from now, completely different. He'll be hitting his shots, doing his thing. He'll have, solid players around him. He'll probably be making a run similar to the one we're making right now. But right now he's not that. And he's being propped up as that against a guy that's been working and grinding on his game, and he's gotten it perfected to the point where he's entering his prime, right? And that's the difference in this series, man. That's really what it is. The superstar is acting like a superstar, and the other guy is just not there yet.
He's not. And I find myself rooting for him personally and Edwards.
Yeah.
Not in this series. But like during the regular season, I don't want them to be a great team, but for him personally, I mean, he's an exciting player. I like his energy. He's a funny guy and just a good basketball player. But I think the best thing for him, if we do continue to go on and win this series pretty dominantly, is to get out of Minnesota. I don't think it's the right place for him. One, his energy doesn't belong in Minnesota, it belongs in Miami, New York, places like that. I'm not going to say LA because LA can't handle Ant Edwards. Another thing about getting out of Minnesota is that coach isn't helping him, and their staff isn't helping him. Their staff this year was like, all right, Ant, you just came off the best season of your career. We made it to the Western Conference Final. Let's have you shoot 15 threes a game because I think that's going to work out best for us. That's not where he's his best. I mean, if he's hot, yeah, great.
And let's trade your all-star teammate over to the Eastern Conference and pick up a guy that's known to be a playoff dropper. Like,
right.
What are you doing, man?
It's not the place to be. I mean, he became the all-time playoff leading scorer in Minnesota franchise history. That says a lot about their history. Obviously, Kevin Garnett was fantastic, won MVP there, but the dude's 23 years old and he's the franchise leading scorer. The organization itself is shit. From Alex Rodriguez being an owner to Chris Finch being a bitch. It's just that's what it is over there. And I root for the guy. I talked about it a lot, not on the show. I think Miami's the perfect fit for him. I think Miami needs Ant Edwards, and I think Ant Edwards needs Miami.
Going back to the Thunder, the big three tonight had 86 points, 17 rebounds, 15 assists on 32 of 58 field goal percentage. I mean, come on. The Oklahoma City Thunder are almost back. I'm not going to say we're back yet. We're not in the finals yet, baby. We're almost there.
Yes, sir. It's
Two more wins.
It's because they have a coach who makes some silly mistakes, but he is, I got you. Don't go at the refs. I got you. They got a all-star MVP player, leader, who says nothing to the refs. I got you. Go to coach. Let them do it. He doesn't go crazy. He doesn't lose his mind. And they have a chemistry and organization where it's, you know your role, and everyone plays their role the best way possible. Cason Wallace is the best Cason Wallace in the league. There is nobody like Cason Wallace, but he plays his role so great that it's like that's why we are so good. Cason could easily wake up and be like, nah, I want to shoot 12 times a game. I don't really want to work on defense like that if I'm shooting 4 times a game. But he plays his role. Same with Alex Caruso. I don't want to guard a center today. Can I get like 5 threes and get the ball in my hands a little more? No, I know Shai's way better than me offensively, and I know we need some help on the fours, and I'm going to go do that.
And that's all credit to Sam Presti because he picks guys with the right attitude, the winning mentality, like the guys who buy into the program and want to win. So I think shout out Sam Presti for that because you see guys like if I was Aaron Wiggins, I'd be pretty mad only getting 10 minutes when you know he's a scorer, but he's fine with it. He knows his time will come. When he gets called on, he'll be there.
You saw Wiggs tonight. This podcast is an Aaron Wiggins show. We love Aaron Wiggins. That's Jack's favorite player. There it is. It's
I got
right
the jersey
there.
on right now.
But tonight,
Best
I think we can all admit, we saw him come in, and it probably wasn't the best matchup for him tonight. The way we were playing, putting him on Devo. We don't want DiVincenzo to get going. Not that Wiggins is a bad defender, but just having Cason or somebody else on him, Shai even, closes that out much better. So it's and Wiggs is okay with that. He signed the 4-year deal for a reason. He'll come in and give you 25. Then the next day he'll get 8 minutes because it wasn't the right matchup. Now, I do have a problem when Mark sits him when he does have the right matchup and he is having a really good game. But tonight it wasn't his game, and he's going to be fine with that. And if the next game's his, if they're running small, he's going to ball. He's going to have his shots. He's going to shoot his shots. So that's just what OKC is right now. And one more thing out of me. I know I'm rambling. Jalen Williams is fucking all-star. Jalen Williams is a fucking all-star. He is all-defensive team 1. All-defensive team 1, not 2. He's an all-NBA type player. Bro, the shots he was making all night long are the shots he does make, but the efficiency tonight, get to my spot, body bump, fade. Turn around, fade. To the rim, strong. He went through Jaden McDaniels, through him on a play. Like, he saw him, and we used to see Jalen go up and shy away from the basket. He went through that guy and bumped him off the spot and just laid it up and then yelled in his face after. I mean, dude, he's starting to pick it up. And if he's like that every game, which he probably will be in a couple of years because it's only his third season.
He could end up being better than Anthony Edwards with the efficiency, the downhill pressure, the two-way ability. Like, we literally have Shai, and then we have a pseudo Anthony Edwards just as his co-star. So there's just no way Anthony Edwards by himself is one beating Shai in general, but there's no way he's going to beat a big three that we have. On top of that, Julius Randle had 5 turnovers in game 1, 4 turnovers in game 2. Anthony Edwards had 4 turnovers in game 1. Dante DiVincenzo, 4 turnovers in game 2. McDaniels, 3 turnovers in game 1. Naz Reid, 3 turnovers in game 1. Shai and J-Dub combined for 3 turnovers this entire series.
Yeah, they're playing super efficient basketball, super smart basketball, getting out in transition, and they're getting better every game. That's just a different of talent level and where they're at in both of these teams. Like you said, we had 18 more wins than them. Minnesota had a lot of rough patches through the season. They had a lot of bad games that they should have won. They looked good against the Lakers. They looked good against the Warriors, but the Warriors had no Steph. And now they're running into us. And listen, it's 2-0. It's not over yet, but it's looking like a mismatch right now. It's looking like a mismatch. What did we win by? What was the final score of the first game?
1-0.
I don't have my phone up.
I can pull it up.
I pull it up real quick. I just want to mention, like,
I got you. So first game, I believe we won by like 27 or something, or 25. It was 88-114. This one we won 118-103. Both.
All right, so we won by 26 the first game. 26 the first game and 15 the second game. Do you understand how bad the fourth quarter looked tonight? And we're still winning by 15 points. 15 points? That's not a... Landon said the spread was 7.5, 8 in both games. They kept it there even after the 26-point blowout, and we're still beating them by 15. Like, that's domination. That's domination.
Can I give you a crazy dominating stat real quick here?
Yep.
All right. With tonight's win, the Oklahoma City Thunder have now won 60 games by 10-plus points in the regular season plus playoffs combined. They're only the second team in NBA history to accomplish this feat. The other, the NBA champions, 2016-17 Golden State Warriors.
Yes, we are tied with them with the most double-digit victories, regular season, postseason. And hopefully we have more games to go. And I do believe if we are to get wins, we probably will get one more to break that record. It's just another record that this team will break. There's been so many records this team has broken this year. I'm not going to list them all because it would take too long, but they're just the best team in the world, man. They really are. The only way they lose is if they beat themselves. We saw it in the Denver series. Denver didn't win one. They might have won game 6. But like game 1, we screwed it over. Game 3, we screwed it over by relying on the 3, not getting to the rim. That's it, man.
But that's why, if not already, we're going to be a super team next year. Like, the media can say whatever they want, but we are a rising super team.
Yeah, and the funniest thing is the media is shitting on Shai because he's winning with a super team. This is a super team that was drafted. The only trade that was made, really, besides Caruso, was for Shai, and when nobody else was here. Dort, undrafted. J-Dub out of Santa Clara. Chet, number 2 pick.
I have the
Hartenstein didn't play college ball, man.
I have the exact numbers or stats or whatever figures for this. For starters, 2 of them were drafted. 1 of them was traded for. 2 out of free agency. For the reserves, 7 of them were drafted. 2 of them were traded for trades, and one out of free agency and 2 out of the starters were out of free agency as well. So only 3 trades in total that this team has made. And guess what? We have 12 players under 26 years and younger. Do you guys? I said there's a 3 to 5. I said conservatively that we have a 3 to 5 year window where we'll continuously be in the Western Conference to finals. It could go a lot longer than that if Chet and J-Dub develop into all NBA MVP level guys. And I feel like Chet is the guy that can develop into that. He starts developing a jumper. His handle gets a little bit cleaner. He puts on a little bit more mass. He turns into like efficient Kevin Durant at his height.
It's Chet's
with the
second
shot
season
blocking.
playing. It's Chet's second season playing ball. And Shai mentioned it during one of his speeches. It might have been the MVP.
It was the MVP. I know what
it
you're
was.
saying. Yeah, MVP.
We were good. Chet comes in with a 1 seed. His rookie year. Now, J-Dub develops a little bit more. Chet goes down. We bring in Hartenstein. We're 68 win team. I mean, Chet Holmgren is outstanding, but don't forget about J-Dub. This dude, what he showed me tonight was I've never seen him look like that. I think he had 40 points in San Antonio this year, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 30. It might have been 40. This was the best game I've ever seen him play, by far. And he was the second best player on the court. Not the team, the court tonight.
He had 41 against the Spurs on March 2nd.
Yep.
So your memory is great.
Good. I'm not getting that old. He was the second best player on the court tonight. Not the team, the court, behind Shai. He was.
I would put Chet right alongside with them because
I think Chet was the third best player on the court tonight.
I don't think there's a difference between Chet and J-Dub with the fact that they're both protecting the rim the way they are, and then they're both providing 20 points. So they're both providing what they need to do, like as second options. I don't think either of them are third option guys. I can't even.
No.
Dude, there's no way anyone can ever convince me for the rest of my life that either of those guys are third options.
No,
I'll never do it. They're 2A, 2B, and honestly, as Chet ages, they're going to turn into 1A, 1B, and
Yeah.
I love that I clipped that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that it's true. It's true. But just to go over this game, another dominating win. Didn't love the fourth quarter. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Going into Minnesota, you take Game 3. The series is over. You lose Game 3. Pressure's on. You better win Game 4 because you don't want to go back home 2-2 with ants smelling blood. Like I said before, just win one, and hopefully it's Game 3, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap. And listen, this other series across the globe is crazy. We don't know what the hell's going to happen. I thought
it's going 7 games, man.
I thought New York was going to outclass them probably in 5 or 6.
They were supposed to.
Indiana just doesn't quit. They did it 4 times already this playoff, and the way they win games. But then they also they're just growing as a team as well. Halliburton's becoming into a star. Miles Turner's great. Naismith is becoming a sniper. He was a sniper on Vanderbilt, by the way. He was disgusting. Nemhard's great. Nemhard's got a mismatch with Brunson. Brunson was -8 last night because of his defense. They didn't know where to play him. They went on that run to go up by that many points with Brunson on the bench. And then he comes back in, drops 43, 46, whatever he had, and they lose. I don't know. That series is going to go crazy. We just got to focus on ours and hope that we can wait whoever wins that series. But
yeah, I prefer us.
Yeah, of course. Rafi, I'm going to thank you for coming on, man. You're the best. We will see you next time. And Thunder up, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a good one. But yeah, so guys, another win, 15-point win, 2-0 in the series. Sapphire, any last remarks?
Last remark is we need a Thunder up right now, man. We need to go ahead and just close this series out quickly as possible. Get back to where we should be at, which is the finals. And Shai's the MVP, man. I don't care how much you cry in my mentions. I really don't.
Keep
Shai's the
crying.
MVP. He's the best player in the world. I said that in my video that I made today. He's the best player in the world. He beat Nikola Jokic fair and square. He won the MVP vote in a landslide, and he's now beating Anthony Edwards, and he can go to the finals. And we can only face our opponent. People are going to say this is a quote. I can already see it before they even mention it. This is a Mickey Mouse ring. They had to deal with an Eastern Conference that didn't have the Celtics, didn't have the Cavaliers. Guess what? The Celtics had 3 games of full starters and still lost. The Celtics could have won. They had their starters as well. Tatum went out on that final game, and then they stunk it up in the next one. They had opportunities. It's unfortunate how Boston's season ended. I would have preferred.
Boston imploded, man. They really
Yeah,
did.
I still think Boston loses that game regardless. So at the end of the day,
Tatum went out.
yeah.
Yeah, they
The
were down.
The Pacers and the Knicks won their games and series as fairly and evenly as possible. But I don't think history is gonna, or at least present history is never gonna remember it that way as we go to the finals. And I feel like that's just how it's gonna be for Thunder fans. Just be prepared for that and know that's gonna be the narrative. And try not to get rage baited into that. We're about to win. Shai's about to go from not having an MVP to MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, scoring title, possibly a Finals MVP, and a ring, which joins him with Shaq, Kareem, and MJ as the 3 other players that have ever done scoring title alongside an MVP and a Finals MVP with a ring. Like, there's not many players that have done this. And he also got a couple DPOY votes. Like, he's the real deal, man. He's the real deal. And we'll see you guys next time.
He is the MVP. We will see you guys next time. I'm just going to close out with, we got 2 more games to go. It's not over. But, you hear that?
I don't.
Thunder up, baby! Let's go!
Let's go, man.